Let's see if I can hear the music today.
All right, welcome everybody to Pay Squabbles Monster Hunter Story episode. I hope it's 17, because if not, I messed up. It's 17. Hell yeah. We are doing shopping day. I am super excited. Quick recap: you all have finished collecting all 3 Elder Dragon Bloods that were requested by Ruix conveniently, since you had a Kushladora blood from pre-story canon. And you, after defeating the Tiestra, aka the equal hunter weapons that had already killed the Tiestra, you made your way to Dundorma, where you encountered a dire Morales on the way, had its beating heart, and brought that to the Guild Hall, which is in the Hunter District, which is the central district in Dundorma itself. During that time, you presented that to the guild receptionist, who required Mage to fill out about 50 pages of paperwork explaining as to why it was killed and all that type of fun stuff, which I believe you guys all kind of, made some alternative facts as to exactly what happened.
It was in the way.
And
it's coming right at us.
Yeah, it's coming right for us.
It was after he got in the way.
So you she presents that information to the Scriveners, which are located in the tower in the center of the Hunters district. It's a tall tower, whereas the immenseness is his castle is actually in the northwest section of Dundorma. So you finished the rest of your day, had some food, sold some weapons to a Triton that wanted some of his relics from the ancient civilization that you found down in the depths of the ocean. And now it's shopping day. And there goes Discord. Apparently it's not shopping day. That's a really long time for it to
I've
load back
noticed
up.
that when you click on success and failures for death saves on the night mode, they actually have different colors, which is cool. And when you click on the inspiration in night mode, it has an animation for the pop-up versus it like spirals in.
Ooh.
I don't know. It's like a whole different UI compared to just making it night mode.
Right. And they still fucked it up. So,
camera's going in Discord.
All right, if I turn it on there, that would probably help with everybody else's stuff. Proper spots. There we go. The cameras are messed up because of that. There we go. My bad. Discord crashed. So yeah, shopping day, exploration day, whatever you guys end up choosing to do day. You wake up in the morning, and with a long rest if you haven't already gotten one. And I guess we'll see you all down at breakfast, where you're all eating and enjoying a nice, delicious meal. A nice slab of Mufa butter off to the side for your bread. It's not Kirin butter though. Not as spicy.
I sit there and ask the waitress, did someone actually bring cured butters or just name that?
It's a trade secret.
I don't like the sound of that.
Those poor people who have to farm Kirins for butter.
That one brave not hunter who does it.
Come
It's actually
on,
Urjang.
Rajang with a farmer hat.
It's a Reject born.
Yes, of course. So, what do you guys?
Admiral.
You guys are sitting around right now currently.
Eating, obviously.
Yeah, eating your food.
Hey, Shaseth, after we're done with his bigness, we gonna go take care of all the shopping today?
That's the plan.
So, before I head out too far, you want me to give Mini Orc a nice little enhanced ability boost for us today?
Well, how long does it last?
It lasts an hour, but he can cast it 11 times.
I mean, if you feel like that'll be more helpful than, what is it, Fairy Fire?
Mm-hmm.
How much do you think we're gonna get in the combat? If we're gonna get in combat, I think we'll be prepared enough to go take care of that beforehand. If I give it to Mini Orc, it just means I don't have to waste any spell slots myself, giving you a more advantageous speaking abilities.
Well, if you feel it'll be worth it. Just don't do
Okay.
it in the presence of, the throne room.
All right. Well, just don't fail to be charismatic, I guess.
I made it before. Don't cast spells in there.
So actually, I wanted to clarify that because I missed on my notes, and I mentioned legendary, but so at the end of the last session, did I make mention of seeing his meeting his dimensions? I couldn't remember. I thought I did, but
Yeah, you told us that that he wanted to see us.
that's what I thought. So I'm like, I had it, and then I lost it because I didn't save my
You said
notes.
scribers, and that wasn't what we were doing. So I was like, yeah, probably not that.
I'm like, I didn't save my notes because I accidentally shut down without saving them because I'm smart.
He said he wanted to meet us at noon.
That's what I thought. Okay, so you guys have till noon until then.
It's currently what, 8 now? 9?
What time do you guys usually wake up?
Since we are moving consistent moving Paragon of Monster Beat Slayers, probably like 7 o'clock.
I mean, that sounds fair. No, it's currently 7 a.m. Probably like 7:15 since you're eating your food at this point.
So up first, take care of the airship. Go look at some monster parts. We have a lot of dough right now.
I'll probably start taking care of some monster parts.
All right, got the bag right here as I heft it up with New York.
Well, we should determine what we want to sell in the first place.
That is true.
Yep. If you guys want to do like your downtime and sell some materials, you're all more than welcome to attempt it.
We have enough for the airship outright, or do we still have to sell?
We have 13,815 gold in the community bag, and then I have 8,000 on myself. So we have more than enough to get the airship as long as we have someone who's not trying to gouge us for price. Otherwise, we can sell some parts and easily cover the rest.
I'd say you don't want to buy the airship to see like what the state of it is, because we might end up, buying a lemon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we could always go take a look at the yard and see what they even have for sale.
Because we might have to buy other stuff for it.
Now I'm just imagining this thing looking like a lemon and what's flying.
Mm-hmm.
It's got yellow sails.
Valstrax, what the heck is a lemon doing up here? So yeah, we can go take a look at the airships first, or take care of the parts, because that way we can know how much money we need if we need to get more. But where do we find it? Where do we go to buy airships here in this town?
The airport.
I don't see no landing pad around here. Do you, Mage?
Not sure if we get high enough.
Well, I'll pass the blunt then.
I ain't got a spell for that, but all right. Maybe you can use some chilies.
I don't think they're open.
I'm gonna throw you, Mage. I'm gonna throw you clear across this table.
It happens in your mind.
Pseudo reality. Unless Gerathor or anyone else has any ideas.
Well, I guess we can take a look around, see what's there before we have to make any decisions.
Fair. If not, I have some places that I would like to go see.
Should we ask the guild where best to look?
Call for a barmaid.
She wants to go, what can I do for you, hon?
One more fish, and my friends here have some questions for you.
Sure. What do you have?
Would you happen to know where to find a place where we might be able to purchase an airship?
I don't specifically, but I mean, I would assume your best bet would probably be the Merchant District. It's over to it's on the western side of Dundorma near the docks.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I would go.
All right. Thank you for that, then.
Mm-hmm.
And I walk
That
back.
seems enough. Seems easy enough for that, then. I want to guess monster parts are either handled here at the guild, or you can probably take them. Maybe there's an open air bazaar. I didn't exactly look around here very much when I was here.
You guys also came in from the east as well, so it would have been on a side you didn't see. It's probably on the southwestern side of Dundorma, but still.
Oh yeah, and I do recall there was a contingent of of the what was their group called? The Scarlet Rathalos, the Red Rathalos.
Talent
What were they
Society?
called? It's like I try to remember. Like Flight doesn't remember terrible people.
Mm-hmm.
Something red or whatever. I remember their knock and how to find them with their knock.
Gerathor, you said you already have one of the Rojang fangs?
Yeah.
Alright.
All right. So should we split up or go as a group?
I think it was group.
Yeah.
All right. So let's see what's on the way to
Oh,
the
actually-
airport then. Oh, yeah.
No, I didn't end up socketing it. I changed my mind about it. I put something else in, so we still technically have that.
Just the one? Or was there two of them?
Pretty sure there was only one.
Yeah, there's only one.
Alright.
All right. So on the way to the docks, we can see what's on the way there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So on the way to the docks, I mean, for the most part, you're walking through. You've had a little bit, more time to kind of look around and browse compared to kind of the quick rush to the Hunters Guild Hall in the middle of Dundorma yesterday. As you're heading out, there are smithies there's multiple smithies, probably like 5 or 6 of them near the Hunters Guild itself that are all kind of setting up, preparing for the day, from all different races, of all different shapes and sizes. You see a couple merchants in the area with the guild like symbol as part of their name of their shops. They all seem to be, everything in this area seems to be related to the guild in one way or another. There is a large amount of very luxurious hunter homes in the area as well. And as you make your way kind of out of that area, unless you guys want to stop at any kind of provision or stockpile, make your way towards the.
I'll make a note to Mage, like, hey, wasn't the heavy that heavy guy a guild knight?
No, he was a guild artisan.
Oh, I swear we know someone who's a guild knight. Oh well.
So, as you pass through the Hunters District, making your way, it's probably a solid 20-minute walk or so towards the Merchant District on the western side of Dundorma. The scenery doesn't change too much. There is a bit more like trees and foliage here and there in the Merchant District. It's a bit, I wouldn't say necessarily nicer, just slightly different. As soon as you enter in, though, you see there's rows of kind of like, a bazaar where everybody has their stalls set up on sides in front of buildings, in addition to pathways leading up into the buildings themselves. Everybody's hawking different wares, from potions, clothing, to different material effects, from each kind of from their own different land and location, trying to sell what they can and what they are. And as you guys are looking around, are you asking around for a place to buy an airship? Are you kind of wandering until you see a gigantic airship somewhere, like a parking lot, like a car garage? What's the goal here?
I've never been here, so there's someone who says they have been here before.
I don't know if
I
any.
believe.
I have also no.
Okay. Didn't one of you, Mage or Shaseth, say they used to be here?
I was in a Lack.
Oh. In which case, if none of us know, then yes, I will ask for directions. I'm a lost tourist.
Okay. So as you go up to like a guard, which the guards in Dundorma are not guild knights necessarily. They're known as the Guardians, and they're specifically a high, extremely powerful hunters that have kind of, in a sense, not necessarily retired, but just stepped away from the actual hunting aspect of the guild. And so you walk up to one and he goes, "Airship, huh?"
Yep.
Kind of looks you up and down. Okay. Yeah. All you gotta do, follow the road about 2 blocks straight to your west. Make a left. Follow that about another 3 blocks. Make a right. And it's about 7 blocks down the road. Can't miss it. Gigantic little open field you typically there's like 3 or 4 airships. They're probably working on at least 2 of them. But that's where I would recommend. That's where I got mine forever ago.
Oh, really? How did it handle?
Pretty well.
All right.
Is it
Thank you very
red?
much. Is it red?
No, it's green.
No, it's not faster.
Yeah, we can fix that, Gerathor, once we get ours. We'll make sure it's nice and red.
No. We've got to make ours purple. That's the sneaky one.
Oh, that's right.
All right.
Got to fucking love
Those-
orc knowledge or logic.
Those are potentially what we could be selling if you have any objections listed.
No, none of that stuff is something I'm willing to keep.
Didn't we have other what was the fucking big thing that we killed? Like stuff from that we could sell?
Morales?
Actually, I had
You
a
had Di
piece
Morales?
from Di Morales as well.
Yeah, I didn't look at any of our individual items. Just what was in the bag.
I thought those pieces were in the bag.
I
Or
have
some-
the Morales scale because he's perfectly good for my weapon.
Oh, there's the. Oh, you have the scale.
Yeah.
I put
The
the fire
scale,
back
the
in
fire, scale, fire back, and the Hellwing are all in there.
Yeah, I put the fire back in the list.
Yeah, there was 2 scales. I took one.
Hell, Hellwing. I thought I took the Hell. No, I didn't. Did I?
I left some stuff in there that might be coming in handy later if we end up having to change weapons for whatever reason.
I get that. You
Oh, no, I
can
took an evil
sell
eye.
off the piece from the Basil Goose because I will not use it.
So we're looking to sell
Yeah.
I'm good with all of it.
14 things, okay?
Of
I
various
sold 10,
varieties.
so
Okay. So as you guys spend your morning, I guess in this case, trying to find vendors, you kind of go to a bunch of different ones to sell these here and there. Some are
And I
interested,
will-
some aren't.
Yeah, I'll give Shaseth Eagle Splendor for the next hour and continuously for the next hour for as long as I want.
Yeah. Let's assume it'll be 2 hours of your morning trying to find people to buy. So in this case, just go ahead and give me. We're gonna do 7 for the first and then 7 for the second half. We're gonna have you do 2 different charisma checks versus the kind of the standard sell material downtime.
charisma
at
or
advantage.
diplomacy?
Let me take a look here. It's whichever one is downtime, which I think is persuasion or deception. Take a look here. Nope. Yeah, persuasion check to determine what kind of outcome. I mean, I'll allow deception or intimidation if you want to, but persuasion is the typical.
It's all the same.
I'll flash a genius that you make it over a 20.
Okay.
Is it
Okay.
24 and 22 or 23 or whatever.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah. All right.
24,
So
24.
you definitely find some people interested in the materials you have, especially I mean, a lot of the Elder Dragon parts are not common, and there's some of the rare materials here and there in there that are also available. Let's take a quick look at value of some of these things because I don't have them all off the top of my head exactly. 1 second, I gotta do some math. And they're just kind of buying them in bundles, is what they're doing.
Hey,
Didn't-
Gerathor,
Mhm.
make a bet with you. I'm gonna guess 15K is what we're gonna get for this.
I
For
wouldn't say
all
that
of it?
much. Probably not that much. Anything above CR14 is 2,000. Anything under that is 500.
I'm banking on your successful persuasions, is what my character is thinking.
12 and a half.
All right, 50 gold on it.
Sure.
All
Trying
right,
to find the CRs.
but flight's about to be 50 gold, either richer or poorer.
It's gonna take me a minute to get this off here. So while I'm figuring out math, if you guys want to roleplay, stop talking about things and whatnot. Please do
Didn't
mind.
gonna
Autonomous
quickly
make
grab
the a guide, not a guide, a template to sell?
Yeah, there's a thing in Trenya, but we just have to figure out the CRs.
That's what I'm figuring out. Yeah, the CRs.
That's why I
really-
originally had the CR posted next.
Fine,
to
I
the
have
thing.
I had the math for each part. I just have to figure it out. That's why I say if you guys want to play, it's just gonna take me a minute to get all the numbers.
Yeah. So while I'm diplomacy advancing,
All right, so we were painting we were painting it purple for sneaky. But wouldn't that like be super out in the open in the big blue sky?
That's just a thing. You don't see any purple ships, so obviously you don't ever, it's the stickiest color.
I'm trying to process what you said, but it doesn't make sense.
Well, you never see them, so they must be sneaky.
I want to fault you, but I have not seen a purple ship, so I guess you could be right. This is better than that ugly scarlet color that we could have painted it last time.
But it goes faster then.
No, scarlet is not the same as red.
True.
I'm back with my big bottle of tea.
Nice.
Gerathor, where'd you get the big bottle of tea?
That's a normal
Tea
bottle
guy?
of tea.
Just points like the whole entire merchant line of just people selling teas and other beverages.
What's the tea's name? What
Lipton.
brand is it?
Liptone.
Liptone.
Toned people.
Well, so two out of the 4 party members are technically toned. I'm strong only because magic, so I can't count.
That's right. I think I saw like a bird special one. A couple more tents down.
Now, are you sure it was a bird special one, or are you looking at a pet shop?
Yes.
You know what? Fine, I want to go take a look at that. I want to go see if it's a pet shop or not.
Roll me a D100. 50 or less, it's a bird. It's a pet shop. It is not a pet shop.
Oh. Is there an actual line for this bird-themed drink?
I mean, if there was any place to find niche stores, it's in Dundorma.
Is yeah, it seems fairly popular.
What's look at that? What's the brand name?
Brand name of a bird.
Yes, creates more backstory.
Coca Canary.
It's Bluebird Tea Company.
All right, I'll wait in line for this. Since I got a while before you guys did calculating.
So, total money for all of this is 7,500 gold pieces each.
Nice.
You owe me 50 gold.
That's
Get
with
your-
the
I come back with my tea and give you your 50 gold. You suck.
that's with the bonus from having high double or
Yeah, that's everything at 150%.
okay. So 750.
I mean, that was a losing bet for you, regardless of what happened.
No, I'm really saying you suck to Shaseth because I was expecting way more.
I'll add it into the bag.
Okay. Yeah, some of those were 4 to 8 CRs, which are only worth 100 gold.
Mm.
So 150 with extra.
Ugh,
Basically everything in the second. Oh, actually, I missed one thing. I missed the Great Gyro, so add another 150 to that. I also missed the Leshen Claw. Leshen is a CR 12. That's me another 750. So 150 plus 750, so another 900 technically.
I don't think
8,400
I
total.
have the Leshen Claw. I think I used the Leshen Claw, unless we got 2 of them.
We got 2 of them.
Okay.
What the fuck did the Gammoth pelts? Like, I keep like seeing like just more. I'm like looking through this shit. So we're at 8,400, and then Gammoth pelts, which are CR16s, which will be some money here. You're still not gonna hit the 15 though, sadly.
Oh,
Just getting closer to my guess. Just making Gerathor feel better.
It's all
Gerathor
Shaseth's
math
fault
is-
for not rolling high enough.
So the Gammoth
Gerathor math
pelts
is good.
are, and where should we know if those Gammoth pelts were? Those are from the Gammoth. So you actually make 14,400.
So
So
close.
and there's nothing else on there, so that's 100% done.
I'm so close.
I reckon.
so
Wait,
it's
how much?
14,500.
400.
400.
So we have about
600.
35,000 gold right now.
35,715.
It takes 20
Now,
knots for the airship.
Here's the question: do we really want this airship? Because we could probably get some banger fucking materials.
This is true, but we can also travel across everywhere and go get other materials from the monsters we slay.
This is true, but we also have to keep up repairs and the fact that the airship is a sitting duck.
Well, I'm right here, and this duck can obviously prepare the flying duck.
Quack, quack, motherfucker.
Yeah, the airship is really meant for travel. It's not like we're going to take it on a hunt. And if anything, it can be fortified just like every other Monster Hunter ship, because they tend to get involved one way or another.
All right, I'll delete those parts.
And besides, just think of a Gerathor's wrap my arm around you. Like I'm way shorter than you, so it doesn't work very well.
Nobody touched
You're
me.
literally flying with the other arm.
Yes. Just think about it. When we go to the great dunes, we sit down in the seas and ride next to that great sand whale, whatever its name is.
Jim Moran.
Flight would not know its name.
Shaseth does.
Yeah.
Question is, does the airship have the giant ballast on the bottom or the top?
Well, we'll find out, and if it doesn't, I'll make adjustments wherever it needs.
I'm
want it
sure
to be
that
in
we
the
could
middle.
pay the people.
You just see, like, if I was capable of frowning, you'd see one. Well, let's go take a look at the airships first, and if we can't find one that's good enough, then we probably can send it on really cool materials.
Okay. So you spend 2 hours at, so it's around roughly, we'll say it's like 9:30 or so in the morning when you finish selling all the things. And then you have like them people that bought those materials are trying to sell them right back at like 4 times the cost they paid you for, as per all Pawn Stars.
Best I can offer you is 1 silver.
It's a beating heart of a Dire Morales.
Sorry, but I mean,
one
I did
copy.
call it an
I'm
expert.
taking the risk.
I gotta frame it. I gotta do all this other stuff. It's expensive.
Taking the risk might come back to life.
This is where Gerathor comes in for be the expert of murder.
So, as you make your way to the airship parking lot or car lot,
Car lot, parking lot, docks, airship lot.
Yeah. It's not near the docks specifically. The pathway that the Guardian kind of points you kind of steers you a little bit away from where the docks are at, into a spot where it's a large open like field in the middle of Dundorma in this section of the Merchant District. On it, you kind of look about and you can see 5 airships currently. They're have their little like Zeppelin like air balloon partially inflated right now just to kind of give the symbol, and you see a banner on the side of them listing the label for this airship lot, which is going to be
Your most glorious airships.
no, definitely not.
Just rip it straight out of there.
No, not
No.
at all. It's gonna be it's Simple Flares airship. And it just has this nice little kind of like swirling flames through the banner.
His name is Simple Flare.
Simple Flare is what it says.
Yeah, but
Catchy.
the lot owner's name is Simple Flare.
We'll find out.
Before I
yes.
get too far in, I give Shaseth another bonus of charisma.
Ah, yes, the verb noun form of naming, or
Yes.
noun verb.
Simple. So as you walk up, you see the 5 different airships that are currently slightly inflated with their little Zeppelin blimps. Each one, look fairly similar to you all. I would say, let's have Flight give me a. I checked on them. It could be.
Technology.
Go ahead and give me a history check. Let's see how well versed you are in these human-made flying machines. 16? Okay, so as you look at them, you can definitely see at least some of the subtle differences in them. Quality of wood, the types of metals that are used to increase its strength. You can see some that are going to be a little bit lighter, some that will be a little bit heavier. And you just see kind of any wear and tear on them. And for the most part, they all look in pretty good condition. Maybe one or two you think have maybe just been some test drives that have happened. There's a couple little minor dings, but nothing. They all look fairly well kept and maintained.
Not a bad one of the lot, really.
We should probably prioritize speed over everything else.
Well,
Feel it-
speed is really depending on how what kind of material the thing's made of and how fast we can push it.
Well, I was gonna say, I think when it comes to the airship, speed, durability, and defensive capabilities are three things. Because
I'm
knowing our
trying-
luck, we're gonna end up, running into some trouble on this thing,
Like
and
a Watu.
it should be able to defend itself, and if it can't, at least take a beating while we can try to defend it.
All right. Because they definitely take. They probably have some kind of thing that can tell me what those ships are made of in the Dune Sea. Anything can take a beating in that kind of rough sand can definitely take a beating in the air.
Let's go meet the extremely entertaining seller.
All right.
All right. So you guys go to, there's like a small little building on like one corner of the lot, which seems to be like a small office, as there's no one currently outside at the airships themselves, except for maybe a couple people like buffering and just maintaining, but they're eyeing the group of you and they're like, yeah, they just keep working as you walk over to the
They
door of
think
the
we're
office.
poor people.
They don't necessarily think you're poor people. They're just like, nah, we're not gonna do that. They're just the workers. As you open up the door to the office, and inside, it has the same kind of banner over the building itself. And then as you open inside, it's actually quite a nice room. There's some lavish furniture throughout it. Very like those big fat cushy chairs that everybody loves to sit in. That you kind of just sink in when you sit down into them. Which, of course, none of you are sitting currently, but that's what you see. There's a nice, like, mahogany desk, and then you see an old human that has different, like, scars throughout his body. He kind of, as soon as the door opens, kind of looks. You hear the little bell. Howdy, y'all. Name's Arvin Simpleflare. Pleasure to meet you. Puts his hand out.
I shake his hand.
So you must be the leader. So, what can I do for you gentlemen today?
Sure. We're in the market for an airship.
You came to the right place.
We're a group of hunters, and we have to get, here and there rather rapidly.
That does make sense. Well, I got plenty of things to offer. If you want, let's take a step outside. I'll tell you a little bit about each one.
Sounds like a plan.
So he sits down. He kind of walks you all out, and as he goes to the first one, he goes, "This one here, it's made right here of woods here. This one here is made of teak. It's extremely light. Gives you a nice amount of speed up in the air. It is also inlaid, as you can see, as you kind of pointing through the metal with some mithril, and lighter, faster speed. You also, for defenses purposes, I'm sure, especially being hunters, you're gonna be traveling around a lot, dealing with a lot of flying creatures and whatnot. We have 1 cannon and 2 ballista attached to this one.
So 1 cannon, 2 ballista.
Yep, 1 cannon, 2 ballista.
Would you say
Not
that's the light
bad.
version or the medium version?
You say the light version or medium version? I didn't hear specifically.
Yeah, like as far as airship scale goes. I'm trying to get a reference.
In terms of skill, I mean, this one is at least small enough for a group such as yourselves could probably handle yourselves without really much need of any additional crew. It's fairly simple. You got come on up, and he like pulls down the ladder and then climbs up and he goes, "See, over here you got your steering. You don't really need, you try to make sure you keep the air balloon full, typically some type of gas, or you can also use just constant heat if you have access to a spellcaster that can constantly produce flames. Otherwise, we do also offer some devices for that for your work. It's a little extra cost though, but we'll get there when we get. Other than that, you know what we should do? Let's go downstairs. Let's go take a look. And he opens the door and starts walking down, trying to sell you all the different rooms in there. It's, you know, this isn't a huge airship, but there's definitely enough space for your beds, for, you know, a place to put some clothing in, a dresser, and a couple other things. And the best part about it is it's already all, anything you want to bring in for us before you take off on your first flight, we can nail down to the floor, literally. That way it doesn't move during travel, during scary maneuvers. Keep your things secure.
How much is this going to cost us?
Yeah, this model is, I mean, it's for its speed and everything else, for the slightly higher quality of different materials, 22,000 gold pieces. I'll even throw in 5 cannonballs and 10 ballista arrows.
What are the Carfax?
How much did he say?
Carfax.
Airship facts.
Carfax. Well, as you can see, there is almost no damage on this vehicle whatsoever. The only kind of blemishes on it in general are just from initial work. I think it's been test driven one time, so there's not really much. No mileage on it. No accidents. No Rathaloses throwing fireballs at it. Not yet, at least.
That was oddly specific.
You have no idea how often that happens.
I imagine it happens pretty often.
I pull out a notepad. Note to self: fireproof everything.
Oh, no worries. As you see, Ryan, everything here is fireproof. There's an automatic magical security system that when flames hit it, it douses it.
And
Little
what
rain
about
cloud
the,
appears.
What about the balloon?
It is definitely fire retardant. I mean, yes, it is, you know, a gigantic ball of gas. So safety is definitely a precaution. Otherwise, we wouldn't have a business.
Right.
How are we looking in terms of upgradability?
Oh, you got enough room for at least one more cannon. I mean, there's some heavy modifications you could do, taking out some rooms to put another, you know, heavier equipment, such as like a Draginator. Which we got one in the back. He climbs back up out of the ship and points to the back. And you can see like a Draginator just like leaning up against one of the fucking walls of Dundorma.
How the heck did you manage to get that from the guild?
You just bring it through the door.
Yeah. No. We procured it from one of our previous ships that went down. Just, you know, they couldn't pay further for their ship that no longer existed, so we just repossessed the part that we could find, salvage. In addition to making sure they're working, as he points out to the people that are fucking like buffering the fucking ships and stuff.
Buffering?
Is there one dude that's just been buffering the exact same spot the entire time?
Got like busy.
He's buffering. He's stuck in place until he loads.
Is cargo capacity going to be an actual thing? Or are we just going
I don't
to
think
do
you
it
guys.
like our own carry weight?
I don't think you guys will in general have. I mean, it can carry a certain amount. I'd have to look up and find, but they all have the same carrying capacity.
I didn't know if you wanted if that was going to be an actual thing or not.
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, I would say they'd all probably carry the same amount.
How much would it cost to commission, or who do you know, who would it go to commission a, how do you call it, a rapid fire ballista?
Rapid fire ballista. I don't believe
You know,
those exist.
You know, from Vitalis fight.
You got something in your throat?
No, just out of character referencing.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Just some
they're usually
concept
like a
art we
railgun.
have.
What a rapid fire cannon.
So yeah, I don't think they have those. So you probably more likely to probably finance someone to research it, figure out the mechanics to it all, and then in addition to that, get it
I look at
attached
heavy.
and built.
Heavy. I look at I look at the 2 scientists in our group. I got a job for you.
I hope you pay better than my last job. Last job, I only got paid a lot of money.
Off at the word science.
Didn't you also explode a few times?
That wasn't science, that was magic.
What is magic but just advanced science? I look at him with a straight face.
Sufficiently advanced, yada yada. How about 5 cannons and 10 ballista? You say, right? I think.
Yeah, for cannonballs, and 10 ballista arrows. You have 2
Right.
ballista and 1 cannon currently.
Right.
But
How do
we
you
could attach a
feel-
ballista to the front of the ship. You could add another cannon to the the lower main part of the main deck with on the opposite side of the other cannon, and you have your 2 ballistas also on the either side of the main deck.
Hey, Shaseth, why don't you see if he's got a ballista binder and trade out a few of those normal ones for a binder?
Yeah. Would you have a ballista binder, or is that just a specific arrow type?
No, it definitely requires some modifications, of course. So if you're looking for a binder, I could probably get it set up because we have to remove the other one, make sure we procure the binder itself. Probably looking like another 3,000 gold pieces, 2,500.
If we were to trade out one of the ballista for it?
Yes, because still have to purchase that. It's an add-on. So yeah, another 3,000. That's also taken off a little bit of cost for us keeping the other ballista. So
I whisper in Shaseth's ear, if we could buy the blueprints for it, I could just build it myself with the materials.
sorry, that's a proprietary thing.
I whisper into his ears.
Roll me a stealth with charisma.
Stealth with charisma. Oh no. So just roll charisma with stealth.
So just roll your charisma and then add if you're proficient in stealth, add your proficiency bonus. If you're
So,
not-
roll charisma.
If not, it's just straight charisma.
It's just straight charisma. Aha!
Eh,
Not bad though.
All right, I'm gonna roll myself here and perception check. And
Quick, distracted.
as a salesman, he definitely is proficient in perception, but he is also like a commoner, so he gets a +2. But he's also wise because that's how else you gonna do this shit. So
Perception.
This is fair.
9. He does not hear you. He's
Oh,
like
it's
he's
good.
like looking over Gerathor. So you, what are you thinking? Well, this is like going on.
What color I'm gonna paint it?
That is definitely a tough choice. I mean, my recommendation, I'm a big fan of green. Just it's a good color. It doesn't matter. You ain't gonna hide this thing based off your sail colors or even the boat colors unless you're gonna go with some kind of weird baby blue or like a gray. Who the fuck wants gray?
Ugh,
Boring.
gray.
I was thinking purple.
Purple's a good color. I do like purple. Purple is one of my favorite colors. That's for sure. Purple, good choice.
I like the inside of him. If he's just
Go ahead,
agreeing
insight.
or
Yeah,
he's just
go ahead. He is
Sneaky color.
100% just agreeing with him because it's definitely a good way to sell him.
Uh huh.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to patronize him.
I'm not patronizing. Purple's a good color. It's not a bad choice.
He's literally being a patron in this case. You are patronizing him.
Wouldn't that? But so you want me to not talk to him? He's telling me not to talk to you.
So how many does it take to crew this
Vlad,
ship?
shut the fuck up.
Will we be able to fly it ourselves, or we need to hire
So,
somebody to help
like I
us?
said, for this size model, you could do the 4 of you should be fine. It's there are bigger models with more weaponry, defensive purposes, not necessarily speed because you're a bit there's heavier. But for this size model, it's basically effectively a dragon ship with a zeppelin.
Would this be your fastest ship?
In terms of speed, yeah, because the smallest is what makes the difference on that. In addition to the engine that we have set up for it for propulsion, he starts walking back. He goes, "I think you would be interested in this." He points over to you, Flight, and walks down and opens up like a back room at the very far back of it, and inside you just see kind of this glowing large crystal. So this is something new that we got from the Academy. I think if you ever seen their big ass ship, what was it called?
The Y Academy?
No, the Soratorium. That's what it is. You've probably seen it before flying over. The thing's gigantic.
Yeah.
Moves
Yeah.
fast as shit though. Same kind of idea, smaller technology though. Uses Elder Dragon blood to
Oh, really?
yes, something newly discovered. Why Academy brought it over? This is one of the few ships that currently has it. Gives that extra propulsion, that extra speed that you really need.
So one of the few. Does that mean you have another one with it?
We do, but it's a much bigger model. Though, because it is way more, it isn't as fast as this one, saying. And it will require a crew. And as hunters, I don't know if you want crew or if you want to just be able to do it yourself.
I do have a question. How
Yeah.
much is the engine by itself?
Oh, the engine by itself?
This one.
10,000
Specifically.
gold piece.
Walk back over to Shaseth. What if we just buy both the engines to put in this one?
Would it fit?
And why
I
not-
start doing calculations and seeing if I can.
So, let's see here. I'm going to roll another. Go give me another charisma. Let's see if he hears you this time. Oof. Can I
Yes,
roll
don't wanna
above him?
bankrupt yourself.
Yeah. He kind of looks. He goes, "I'm sorry. I mean, I can't sell you the other one just because then I won't be able to sell that airship. So I mean, if you want to spend the extra 30 grand on the other airship to just take the motor, that's understandable. It's fine. Otherwise, kind of fucked. Yeah, I
And
understand.
we can't afford 2 airships.
Not-
You show me your
Not
most
yet.
expensive airship. I want to see the difference in between.
Yeah, sir. Yeah. If you guys want fun, wander around the ship, get a feel for it, lay in the beds, see what you think. You come on, let's go ahead and go.
I will follow Mage.
Yeah, it's fine. And as he's walking on, he goes, can't remember his name. Arvin Simple Flare.
Simple-
And he holds out his hand. I had to open my little sheet here. And he holds out his hand to shake your hand, Mage.
I reach out to shake.
All right, here. Just gonna take a look. As he, you climb down the airship, walks you over about 5 more airships down to the far end corner. This baby right here, biggest airship we got. One holds.
Just full dual campaign chat meme right now.
So this one right here, as you can see, has 8 ballista, 4 on each side. It's got 4 cannons. It's got a whatever the bolo ballista as well. You got 2 on the back. You have a space for a Dragonator, not installed, of course, because we don't want someone stealing this thing because of the value of it alone. Requires a crew, roughly about 20 people or so, to man the ballista, man all the weapons, steer, making sure the engine's running proper, in addition to any kind of other maintenance that might be required.
What's the speed comparison versus the one you had shown versus this one?
I mean, it's definitely not as fast. It's got some speed compared to some of the other ones we have on the lot, 'cause they don't have the new engine. But let's see here. I gotta pull up my up. Hopefully that did not give me what I wanted. I don't know what that is. Oh wait. All right, 5e. There we go. I would say if you're in terms of, I think the dragon ship run can move 4 miles an hour.
Basic airships go 8 miles an hour.
Okay, so it would be 8, whereas like this one, the big one here would go 6.
That's still not bad for an airship.
Is the back
Oh.
still open in this other one, by the way?
Yeah, he didn't
I
like
think it's
he didn't
walk
like
away.
close it off or anything like that.
Is it full?
There-
Like the canister?
I mean, it kind of looks to be some kind of it's not like he needs to be refilled. It just seems to be kind of just like a kinetic energy just flowing through.
Ah, I thought it would burn it up.
It's kind of like a
like a
liquid
fuel.
cooler. Cooling system where it's all enclosed.
Yeah. Never mind then, I can't put my own blood in it. Mine blood.
You said it has space
Catch
for a
mine.
Dragonator. Does that mean that it does not come with one included?
It does not come with one included. We only have, as you can see, the one back there, which would have to be installed for it, which is obviously an extra cost. Or you can get, find one somewhere else in some ancient ruins, bring it back and get it installed too for just the installation fee.
And is the other ship able to hold the Dragonator?
The other ship would require some pretty heavy modifications to the front. It can be done, but it's a good amount of work.
Man, this one's already done on this ship.
Yeah, it's already prepared for it.
If they modify the other ship, Mage, it would definitely cause a lot of drag on that ship.
And when
This
the
one's already
crew, he
ready for
says
it.
a crew of 20, do they have to be skilled or could they just be? standard.
I mean, that is up to you on how safe you feel like being. I mean, you want a bunch of novices shooting ballista off in the fucking no middle of nowhere, wasting all your ammo, or do you want some experts being able to actually target and aim and actually fire and hit the creature they're aiming for? That's all on you.
I have no doubt as soon as we get an airship, that as soon as we get back to the village, Gerathor's going to grab that young boy, put him on the ship, and take him on a magical adventure across the world.
Yeah. Falcor.
Jacob's going to have a blast of a life.
Jacob, you just got upgraded.
How much does this one cost?
Yeah,
I'm assuming the fire safety precautions are exactly the same.
Oh yeah, that's pretty standard on all airships. Better safe than sorry type of situation. You're looking at this one. You're looking somewhere closer to. Let's see, what we got. I mean, realistically, best I could really do for you is about 45,000 gold pieces.
We'll confer with our party members and come back to you on that one.
Understandable.
I don't know how much the other one was.
I mean, like I said, the other one was 22.
2.
Okay.
So he's
How
just,
familiar are you with the function, the creation or function of these special engines?
so this is probably like when you all like they come back and come see. And he kind of goes, "So, did you guys get a feel for it?" And that's when you ask that question. Repeat that question, please.
How familiar are the construction and functionality of these special engines? Do you just install them, or do you help build them?
Well, I did not help build them. I did not install them myself. That's done in a separate location, and they are brought to me to sell.
I'm just trying to figure out if adding monster parts could affect the functionality, as hunters do.
Yes. As far as I know, I don't believe so, but I can't guarantee that.
Dragonator or rapid shot?
One of the things I wanted to ask, the engine on the your large ship. Well, what is that one like?
It is the same as this one. It's just that because of the more weight, the bigger the ship, it's just slower for that reason. It's just the engine is I would say the best.
Engine.
Yeah,
like a Corvette engine in a semi.
Yeah.
And what's the hull strength on the two ships? I guess they're AC, right? For game wise.
With the holes, where's my?
I guess in game it'd be asking its durability, the strength of whatever it's made out of.
It's HP, it's AC, or whatever.
Yeah.
So we're looking at.
The ship can take so many hits.
Its whole armor class would be 15, but it has a
small
damage.
one or the large one?
Both, but it has a damage threshold of 20. So if the damage is under 20, it takes no damage.
Oh, sweet. What's maximum HP is what we can tell.
500.
That's significantly higher than normal airship.
The big one or the small one?
That's for the small one.
Oh.
It's the large one.
Large one is still a 15 on the AC. Damage threshold is still 20. HP would be 750.
How many rooms were in the small one? Was it only the 4?
Yeah, effectively, yeah. It's basically a hunter's airship.
Okay.
Or like a small merchant.
The other one has room for us and a crew of 20.
Up to a crew of 20.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
if at max, if they're all skilled, that's about 40 gold a day to pay for a full crew.
Or you have 10 skilled ones in their apprentices.
It'd be 30 gold because the skilled is 2 gold, and I think a regular hireling might just be a couple silver. Yeah, an untrained hireling is 2 silver, so we get half and half.
We could do the small one and maybe get because it's built for 4, but
it's built technically. It's built for I would say it's probably built for 5, just for the fact that you'd have someone else that could still drive the ship while you're fucking doing other stuff.
Yeah,
so,
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, my question there was, what is the chance that we could bring or hire a smithy to live on the ship so that we have a mobile ability to put out gear, like put stuff in out gear.
I mean, that's a wonderful idea and all, but you typically don't want to be having an open forge on a ship.
I stayed right in
You
front of
said it was
Gerathor pointing at
flameproof.
me.
It's got a point. We're not the sanatorium or whatever.
We can be.
Not yet.
You're gonna need a
They have-
much bigger ship for that. I'm just saying.
They have a huge ship.
We'll get there.
I mean, this is
I
like
believe in us.
this is a sailboat compared to the Titanic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm cool with the small one. I was
Yeah.
just curious about that.
I think we could make an offer to you.
I mean,
Right,
is the
take it.
offer gonna be 22,000 gold pieces? Because if so, it's a deal.
Would you be taking 21 and then add in another 300 for that binder? So a total 24. I'll roll a diplomacy check for that.
You can give,
With
you
advantage.
can give persuasion, yeah.
As I was thinking of that, I was humming myself, giving myself bardic inspiration,
Do you?
and I'll roll with advantage because we still have the thing.
The Eagle Splendor.
I'll add a d6.
I've only 27. Only.
And I'll add +5 to that too, because why not?
Only a 32. Only.
I
Kinda
think
looks,
it's reasonable.
kinda looks good. You know what? I like you guys.
I'll even throw in. I'll have your name of your company emblazoned to the side for advertising.
Deal.
All right.
So, I mean, and on the most important question for all of you now, you guys go finish all the paperwork and stuff like that. Most important question: what are you gonna name your airship?
Well, we'll have to decide that, won't we?
It's what we can emblazon it on the back.
Right.
Well.
Hmm.
We flash back to the Soratorium where just a Soratorium on the back of it.
Do we want goofy or serious or?
Well, this is our first ship, so it could be kind of seriously goofy.
My suggestion would be to make the name of it something that when this one's destroyed, you can just rename the other one and add a 2 to it. It's really easy.
See a ship flying by with a 7 at the end.
That one's got triple digits.
He's one of my best customers.
I can't imagine why. Or how he survived.
Honestly, it's kind of impressive too. I agree.
Since we're gonna paint it purple, why not something with purple in the name?
Why don't we just go with the
The folly.
You guys are now the purple gypseros.
Refuse.
Elder's folly. I don't know.
Elder's Folly's kind of cool.
Get out the way.
That's the license plate.
Yeah, that's exactly what you're making. His
Move.
license plate, emboldened and blazoned on the back.
Yeah, I'm fine with Elder's Folly.
The same.
All right, Folly is the name of the ship. That's a good name. I like that. All right, well, I'll get that done. It'll probably be done later today, if not tomorrow morning. So if you want, we'll get it all prepared. We'll get it all nice and shined up for you.
I will subtract 24,000 from our total.
I look at the time on my my sundial.
Yep, you're looking at time with all the paperwork and stuff like that. You're looking at it being about 11:15 or so.
Gotta go.
All right. I grab Mage. It's like, hold on.
We have 11,715 gold.
Okay.
Plus anything that's in our personal inventories.
If
Still
we really
haven't been
wanted to, we could buy
rewarded
that
from the
Draginator.
actual thing, right?
Yep, we
Yeah,
have
we're
it.
also missing 10 grand.
718.
I have 4,200 in my bag.
I still got 8 grand. As we're flying there, it's like, so we can buy the Draginator?
No, we didn't. We got a ballista binder.
We
I know,
can't buy
but
the Dragonator. The boat has to be modified before we can even attempt to buy the Dragonator.
That would slow us
I-
down.
That's true. So as we're flying, like since Mage can telepathically communicate, it's like whenever I go check out the underground CD place later, I'm gonna see if they got any things to add to the ship.
Well, legal modifications are tricky and a beast of their own.
Well, totally illegal as long as they're not a reward.
It's more of knowing how to talk to them than anything else.
You can kind of see my chair finally. Yeah, chair.
Yeah.
Woo.
Make our
Is that
way over to
denim?
the big old
No, it's
place.
cloth. Denim. How dare you? I'm
like
not.
denim.
I am not from the South.
You're
Your
south
denim
of someone.
jacket, your denim socks, your denim shoes.
Hell yeah! My denim tux.
Denim couch.
Sturdy.
Yeah, no, it's super nice and comfy. My old chair was a piece of shit.
Denim
So-
bed.
Is here in the Dormer, is there an airship right next to the top like there is in the game?
Of course.
All right, so I guess we run to the base because we have to walk up that as far as more.
That's why I gave you guys 45 minutes to get there. So, as you arrive at the His Immensence's castle, which is on the northwestern side of Dundorma, His Immensence's, you arrive, and as you look, there's just a staircase winding up.
That's upstairs.
Though not as tall as the one in the center of the city, where the Royal Scriveners are, as they use that as a lookout for Elder Dragon for security all around Dundorma. And also as a base of operations in general for the Scriveners. So the walk itself is still a solid 5 or so minute walk up. You know, you arrived about 10 or so minutes early, as you were welcomed by the receptionist that saw you. Shaseth, I'm assuming the dragon heart's on your back still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have left it with the guild when we went to the airship in a secure room, but I brought
Of
it
course.
back with us.
And as you are gonna pull him up, I'll be able to describe it.
Immense.
Thank you. I never would have just figured that one out.
He's a big old boy. That's a huge bitch.
So
Yes,
as we're
The
traveling up,
highest. He has the highest of foreheads.
So definitely his hat.
You're making fun of my hat.
Yes,
Right?
he has the Lincoln hat.
Could not get an image, and yeah, it actually is. So as you go walking up the stairs, it's a fairly plain. There's just different on the walls. It kind of goes up this spiral like tower. You see large pictures of hunters from throughout the ages. They're like tapestries of them fighting different creatures. You see ones where the very base, almost in a sense of the start of it, is 5 looks to be Wyverian fighting against a Laoshung. Followed, yes, which was, as we know, was the start of the Hunter Guild when the hero of Koto, which I don't know if any of you actually, the village chief that seems to, which you guys haven't met, I don't.
No, we have not been to
The other group had. He is was the sole survivor of that fight. And then it kind of continues onwards and upwards through fights with, at one point, at Gormagala. You see ones with Valstrax and other Elder Dragons. It kind of just goes up through different kind of stages of history. Of early history, I guess you could say. You know, Hunter's Guild history, not ancient civilization history. Did you make it up to the top? It opens to a large, wide open, I wouldn't say it's a balcony, but just opening in this tower with large pillars on all sides, kind of keeping the rest of the tower above, open and available, which to your best guess is maybe where His Immenseness sleep or reside. And you understand when you reach this balcony, not balcony, but this area, when you see his immenseness and you look upon him, he is the biggest person you have ever seen in your lives. Looking at him, you guess that you're maybe Gerathor about a foot taller than his ankle. Upon staring at him,
What the fuck?
he
He's
is
a big boy.
huge. I'll have to wait for my Discord to come back before I can do description. All right, now that I am back, fucking Discord.
That is actual size for him.
That is accurate. Yes, you're about his angle. He is in, I would say, kind of looks like samurai-ish armor to an extent. He has the shogun-like shoulder plates. He has on just kind of standard, typical pant legs that are off like an olive green with a half plate covering his waist with kind of the different like little robes on the inside. His face himself kind of has the old like not Fu Manchu because it doesn't go long, but he has the eyebrows that trail down past his face on either side with a very regal mustache and beard streaks down. And on his back is the biggest longsword you have ever seen in your life. It is based off looking at it, each scale in the look of the sheath. You would think like, is it just like a bunch of Rathlos? No, it is actually each scale in the sheath is from a Lao Shangzong. It tapers down the entire way. The bone, you can see the bone from whatever creature, which your guess is probably a Lao Shang as well, as part of its handle. And the last thing you notice as you're kind of looking up and seeing everything is his forehead, which is, if you like put yourself against it, his forehead alone is taller than you by probably a solid foot. And he just looks down at you all, just very serene, and there's that intensity to it, but not a terrifying intensity, just like he knows his place as he looks down at you all. And that is when the guild receptionist kind of, goes, "My liege, I have brought the hunters that defeated the Dire Morellis recently." Just bows, walks away. And see, really
I have no music.
sucks to be. I don't have anything specifically great music in this, but we're just gonna play this quietly.
There we go.
So, as he sits there and just kind of eyes each of you up and down. There's some weird noise there for a split second. That was weird. He eyes and looks at you all. You just kind of you get a deep breath, and it kind of rumbles. Like it kind of almost feels like the tower shakes a little bit, though it doesn't actually. As he stares at all of you, and then he looks and goes, "Welcome, hunters. Please sit." And it just kind of booms off the walls that are the few that are here. As he kind of motions you all to sit, there's pillows on the ground in front of him.
I sit carefully and make sure my back spines don't stab any pillows.
So,
take a seat like I'm sitting in a nest.
okay. Gerathor.
I'll just sit professionally.
Okay. And Mage.
Prefer to stand.
He looks at you for a second. Very well. Please tell me the story. As he kind of points to the heart on your back, Shaseth.
I kind of unstrap it and put it down in front of me.
Yep.
Well, we were on our way back from a hunt for a Teostra. We were required to collect some Teostra blood for a special request from the guild that you may or may not know about.
Yes, I'm quite aware. I was not aware that you were specifically the ones doing it, so not only are you on a very important task, but you dealt a blow to our enemy.
Yes. We were on our way back, and along the way, the we had negotiated with a Lunastra, which happened to be the ex-mate of the Teostra we were hunting. She had asked us to bring proof of his death because he had apparently betrayed her or something to a Fatalis cult. It was a whole thing.
Mm. And you hear he snaps for a split second, and just boom, boom on the snaps. As he kind of points to one of the people that is like nearby, and they go scurrying off down the stairs.
We took
pull out
care
the
of the
symbol from our
cultists.
side.
Yeah, we took out the cultists that were there. I think we got them all, but I'm not sure. Cultists.
And he's still just kind of listening, pensively. And other than the snap, he hasn't said anything else yet. As he needs to listen.
Take out all the stuff I took off them and just put it on the floor.
We were on our way back, and we are going down the path we took to get there. And we come across this blocking that wasn't there before. Gerathor here tries to climb up it, and it turns out it's the Dire Moralis, who woke up in a grumpy rage. There was some snarking back and forth between us and them, and they decided that we were not. It decided to remove us from its presence. We objected to that violently.
And we took it personally.
he kind of chuckles a little bit at Gerathor's comment.
As we're still here, and it isn't, except for this heart, we were successful. We continued with our quest, brought back truth to the Nostra, which granted us passage through its territory, though just us alone, I think.
I show the picture of it smiling.
He kind of reaches down the flight with his fingers that are basically half your size, and daintily touches the picture and pulls it closer, and you watch him grab a gigantic magnifying glass.
I could have made that bigger, sir.
No, this is fine.
Okay, I just sit back down, hide behind my wings. Person too big.
I think he's used to this.
He's kind of sets it down, puts the magnifying glass down, hands it back to you.
And then we walked from there to here while carrying this heart. That's still beating.
And then fought a Leshen.
Oh, there was a Leshen on the way.
Yes, I
It's
heard.
no longer there.
I heard that was taken care of as well.
Yes, it was
Good
riding
work.
a Celtic queen.
Strange.
Yeah, but strange happens.
He kind of listens, kind of takes in the rest of it, and sits there quietly, probably for a solid 3-4 minutes. And I don't know if who does not handle in the group silence well.
Flight sits there very agitated.
His feathers just puffing up.
I love silence.
Besides the thump thump of the heart.
Yeah. And he just sits there, pensively thinking. And then he, as he does, just down to you all. And the first words come out of his mouth are, "Thank you."
What?
You are what Skilled strives to be. There to fight back the forces that seek to destroy our world. Still retain the balance of nature. This creature, as he reaches down and picks up the heart that's just pulsing in his hand, he just he has it between 3 fingers and his thumb. This creature and the others like it seek to destroy what the 5 create. And typically it's not so easy for when you take something. Oh, like, I'm proud to have such people as such in the guild, and I hope that you to get stronger, and then teach the next generation what your time is.
One more thing I just remembered. In all that hubbub,
As you
we had,
interrupt him, and you kind of, as you do, you kind of get the from every other person around him, because he just kind of smiles at you, but every other person around just gives you death stares, like the guards, the other receptionists, and other people that are sitting there.
I wouldn't normally interrupt, but I feel this is probably important. We had, when we were fighting the Teostra, we had come across it and it was already dead, and the things had slain it were we believed to be 2 equal hunter weapons. We have the remains. It's on the horse.
Is the horse in the room? No.
I do have pictures though, since I was
Yes.
working on them.
Nay.
No.
Just background horse.
He squishes Gerathor.
All right, reroll time.
So, as he... Maybe other forces are at work then, too. So, what I ask is that you handle the situation that you have been assigned. Return here, as I have some work for you to do. And as a sign of my appreciation, he kind of snaps his fingers and just boom, boom, as you watch as a group comes walking out, or not a group, 4 people with like a coffer on their shoulders, like walking almost like a casket. Like it looks heavy. You can see them their knees struggling as they're walking towards you all. And then they set it down and they just, take some deep breaths, and he just calmly and waits for them to catch their breath and recover before they walk away. And then he just kind of motions his hands to the chest and just kind of lifts open the lid. I ask that you please take one that you wish. And as you walk over there, I presume, you see inside the chest an array of monster materials. So, you will be able to.
The gift has aged well.
You will be able to choose one material from any CR 15 or lower.
Ooh. It's Christmas all over again.
I didn't know he knew the Christmas Volvodon.
Why do you think he didn't show up this year? He killed it.
Amel made mistakes. Amel continues to make mistakes.
You're a mistake.
Ooh.
I was trying to find a bird gift this entire time.
15.
15. You guys can pick it after stream. It's gonna take you guys some time to look at stuff.
Yeah.
I have no idea what's gonna be there or what's not there, so I'll be interested to see what you guys pick.
You know you're making mistakes.
I always make mistakes. I give you guys stuff, and that's always a problem. But it's fun that way, and I can balance it. So,
Balance.
with that, he kind of, as you guys, pick through, you guys sort through. He sits there just patiently watching. As you eventually grab what you choose, and sits, he goes, as a final thing before you go, I like to have lunch. Actually, more correct, I would like you to have lunch with me.
The floof never stops.
Even better.
That's a lot of food.
Comes out, he just has a Tetsukabra with an apple, a giant apple in it. Just picks it up and yeah. So he invites you to lunch to eat with them. It is a feast where not only you but anybody that's in his castle, servants, guild workers, anybody and everybody sits and has joyous time, shares some stories. He kind of regales you in some of the fights he's had with Lao Sheng Lungs in the past. As he kind of informs you that more often than not, he does not use his sword. He prefers to wrestle them to submission before they run off. And yeah, it's one of his favorite pastimes. He used to be able to do a lot more in the past, but there aren't as many as there used to be. He's very, you kind of see the sadness in his eyes when he says that. Yeah, he just kind of, he wants to hear your stories and some of your hunts from, past, how you started out, little backstories and stuff like that. So if there's anything you want to inform him of or say something that you're more, I'm interested to hear myself. What do you tell?
Someone who remembers should mention why I keep seeing flashbacks of me as different people, because I'm not going to do it.
Biddior keeps trying to tell a story, but no one believes him.
I will mention it offhand,
part of it.
mid-conversation with something.
I don't think I've ever noticed, so I wouldn't be able to.
Yeah,
No, I'm pretty sure only mid has.
Yeah, only Shaseth and Mini Orc.
I'll phrase it as like, am I eating something wrong that I'm hallucinating this or something?
What are you talking about? The mini orc just like slapping his face, like, why don't you understand? Tell a story about how we started this adventure with that altered Giganox.
Yeah, okay. What details do you remember still? I guess question.
Well, besides it burst out of one of our fellow hunters' house, it was been there a while. Otherwise, it couldn't have grown so big. It also broke out, left behind plenty of residue, and was somehow between being its base and its alternate form, and it was stuck between it, and which is why it was like this.
Okay.
Also, lots of paralysis. Everyone was paralyzed for so long.
Gerathor, did you actually collect a part from that one? I don't know if you did or not.
I think I collected something from it.
I got a noxious venom gland.
I should remember if Gerathor gathered anything out, or if Gerathor does not remember this encounter. That was more my thought.
Oh.
I'm wearing a piece of it in my armor
Then
because
you
I have
definitely...
the
Okay. And I guess as you kind of mentioned, him, Shaseth, to his mentions and other people around, one of the people goes, "That is quite strange." As they kind of peer at you, Gerathor. So what did you say he's kind of speaking to you, Shaseth. What do you say he used to look like?
Oh, a couple different things. I saw a flash of him as I think a Goliath or maybe a Nergigante born. His color changes occasionally.
Miniorg is consistently nodding aggressively, yes.
I only just catch out of the corner of my eye, and it looks normal when I look at him.
Do you see the person looking at Gerathor and squinting? No, I don't. I don't see it. It looks fairly normal to me. And that's when you see someone get bat him on the back of the head. As a woman looks forward and goes, "You are an..." And she looks at you, Gerathor. Same thing. I do see something. Not sure what it is. Tell me. Do you have any issues with, I guess, is there something that seems amiss? More often than not, she's kind of speaking to the group, or your stuff that you happen, other than him potentially changing form.
Would I have known about Gerathor having memory issues?
I could mention that because that's why I keep a hold of things from hunts so I can remember them and mementos.
Okay. Memory. perhaps something bad happened in your past that you're trying to forget? I guess you wouldn't know if you can't remember.
Yeah.
Has anything happened so horribly to him as she looks at the rest of the group with any of you around?
I wouldn't know. Not to my memory.
I just having immediate flashbacks of every single thing Gerathor's ever experienced the entire time of them. It's like, nope, not a thing.
I mean, I'm not usually the one taking the hits.
I mean,
Yeah, like, that's why
combat
it's like that.
isn't necessarily something I'm worried about. Like, you know, a death in a family, the murdering of an innocent, something like that.
I don't think I would know.
Well, I'm going to try something. And she, spell. Yep. So she comes towards you with just her one finger, just taps you on the chest. You kind of just feel like some kind of magic emanate out through and course through your body. Nothing. As you feel nothing.
I always feel nothing.
That you might want to go see a psychiatrist.
Nope, no psychiatrist is fixing that.
And then she goes, okay. One more.
One more thing.
And she
One more thing.
one more.
One more time.
No. As she switches hand, pokes you in the chest once again. And for the briefest second, you have everything rush back to you, Gerathor. And I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh boy. Can I?
Is he
Actually,
within 10 feet of me?
I want to see. Actually, yeah. Am I within 10 feet of him?
Okay.
We're all sitting
I
down
would
next to
say
each other.
you're all kind of nearby, and she's talking to Shaseth. So I would say yeah.
+3 then.
Can I choose to fail this?
Would
it be more interesting if I chose to fail it? Out of
So no, this just means you don't pass out effectively.
Okay.
So for you have like memories flash back, Gerathor, and this ranges from every hunt you've ever done, from the very beginning of the Hunters Guild and beyond. And at one point in time, during the entire time this is all going through, you just hear
That was creepy.
Thank you. You just kind of hear this laughter for the brief second, and then it's all gone again. Like, you know there was something there. You remember the laughter for a couple more seconds. It all fades, except for just that little, just in the back of your head.
Feel like as everything was happening, it would be like an exorcism
Mhm.
level of like rolling around in excruciating pain, and then it's gone. But the laughter's still there.
Yeah. And that laughter probably sticks there for. I mean, it fades briefly and then comes back again for another minute or so. Just constant laugh. It's that maniacal laugh. As the woman's looking at you, it's like, interesting. Well, I think I know what happened.
Can you tell us what happened? Because obviously something happened.
Get out of my head.
It will fade. I believe you to be cursed. Something much more powerful than what I can take care of.
Uh-huh.
My guess is that it involves your memory loss is related to this curse.
I'm guessing a simple remove curse spell won't be enough.
I just tried. Seemed to only temporarily work. And didn't seem to be the best thing to. As you can see, as you're like on the floor still, like grabbing like your head, like a massive just headache. Did not seem to be very healthy for him either. As if you would actually, Gerathor, you take.
Oh god, not psychic damage.
4 psychic damage.
Your one weakness.
Before your memory fully fades, what did you see?
I saw flashes of everything. Ever since I started. But how could I possibly be not what I am now?
That I don't know. It might be something more to look into yourself. Trace back if you can on the occasions when you're able to feel like you can regain your memory, at least for a time to sift through them. But from what I can see, it looks like it will take a toll on your mind, too. So just be careful.
I will definitely be careful.
Yeah.
Or whatever I am at this point.
Or if it doesn't bother you, maybe just let it be. Though, personally, if I forgot everything I ever did, I probably would try to fix it. But that's just me.
By the way, who are you?
Oh, me?
Yeah, you never introduced yourself. You just kind of came over, poked our friend, and caused a seizure.
It was not, well, I guess, kind of. It wasn't my intention. My name is Ethel Pridehammer.
Oh, good. I thought you were going to call yourself Ethelene.
Yes, Etheline. No, Ethel Pridehammer.
Very flammable.
Very fun.
Pyromancer.
So her and Simple Flare would not mix well.
Guess not.
So she is a human as well. It's a very human centric town in general for the most part. Though there is a lot of different races, it's mostly humans.
Makes sense. So, do you want to tell us about this mission now, or do you want to wait for us to fly all the way back here once we deliver the last of our current mission?
It is. I have no mission for you.
That's
I
just
just.
suspicious.
I just wish.
I was asking the big guy, not her.
Oh, he kind of. Oh, he turned directly like, "Fucking flight's done with this shit." Turn back to his immenseness.
Yeah. He's like, nope.
So no, you focus on your task, and then we will speak.
Alrighty then.
It's best not to overload you.
Weird question, but who do you say is the best shop in town for airships? I just want to know offhand.
I don't use airships. They're a bit too. It's like riding a bike. Doesn't work.
He
Riding
jumps.
A bit too
I
big.
envision making him a rideable bike that flies now.
It's like one airship per foot.
Rollerblades.
He starts chasing after Amatsu. It's like, what is that? All right.
So, I mean, unless anybody else wants to do anything, talk to anybody else, try to figure out some information by random people and whatnot.
I want to ask Kizzy Messness, is he? Are you aware of the frenzied Kieran we fought?
You're asking the Mensis this one?
Yeah.
He looks. Yes, I'm quite aware of. That's what begun the whole your mission in the first place.
Do you have any stories of the frenzy? As you can see, I'm not exactly the healthiest individual. The frenzy has played a large role in my life. I was wondering if you've ever dealt with anything yourself.
Me personally, no. We've had hunters in the past that have. My recommendation: maybe go speak to the Scriveners. They may have more information for you.
So take a sip of my drink. Have you ever heard? Did you know that you have a bunch of Red Talent Society people like right underneath the town? As I'm taking a drink of my drink.
He kind of smiles at you. I highly doubt that. Our guardians are very good at weeding out riffraff.
I finished my drink. Okay. I don't know if he's lying or not. Someone do an insight.
Owen? I mean, as far as you can tell, he seems to be telling the truth. He believes that his guardians would take care of any kind of threat or issue, which is kind of is fairly true. The guardians are definitely known, or Dundorma is very well known for being a very safe and almost basically crime city. Not to mention the fact that there's a fuck ton of hunters in this place too, as well.
All right.
That's what he believes. Whether it's true or not, you don't know based off his insight, but that's what he.
All right. So grab our parts and enjoy the party.
Yeah, you enjoy your lunch. You you spend the next hour and a half there or so. That was probably about 20 minutes into the food and stuff like that when everything kind of happened with Gerathor and whatnot. Thought your conversation with the Mensons probably happened a little bit after that, and everything's a little bit spread out here and there. He regales you with some more stories, as I'm sure you guys regale him with some of your earlier fights that you had with monsters that you hunted when you were first starting out. Some of the roughness of the boot camp for the White Academy and the hunter training, become a hunter. Is there anything else you guys share with him or talk about before your lunch kind of comes to an end?
Not that I can think of.
Same.
Neither.
Okay. Then the lunch ends. He thanks you for regaling him with stories. The woman that kind of did the remove curse on you, so Ethel kind of watches as Gerathor leaves, a little worried and face as you walk out. Gerathor, how are you feeling about all this stuff?
Exceptionally overwhelmed.
Okay.
And very confused about who he's become. And if he's going to be able to fix it.
Then we fade to black. You guys are back in town. Fade back in. Still have a day or so in Dundorma before the airship is completed.
Did we get paid for hit the election thing yet?
You guys got paid
Yeah.
last session.
Okay, and that went to the airship fund?
I believe so.
I think it went to my weapon upgrade fund.
Went to some fund.
Yep.
I still only have 10 gold in that case.
Did they want to do anything with the Duralis heart?
Yeah, actually, I completely forgot to say that is that they would have taken it, and they were the Scriveners are going to,
All right,
and also seal it.
Yeah, that's a good thing. I mentioned that the Lunaster thought it was a bad idea to hold around. Did they pay us for that all?
That was what the material of choice, yeah.
Right. All right.
So
I'll have to go to the Bank of Hindenburg.
You can always try tomorrow to sell some more parts, but I think today I'm gonna go check out those leads I have. I will. I'm gonna hand them off for today. The sending stones I made for this event.
Okay.
For my infusions, gonna hand them off to Mage, since Mage can get a hold of everyone easier.
Okay.
It's like, if I get in trouble, I'll give you a call.
Say what?
I'm handing you one of the sending stones I made for my infusion.
Oh, where you headed?
Oh, I got some leads to follow up on. I want to go check them out.
Good luck.
I
All
will
right.
go. I'll go with him. You two stay
sure?
together.
All right.
If that's what you guys want to do.
Unless they all want to come with, but
no, I'll probably just go shopping for like general stuff.
Okay.
I'll just follow along, Gerathor, because I don't have any money, but I have nothing else to do. So.
Hey, Gerathor, if you pick up a bunch of the ingredients, I can make the stuff.
I'll consider it.
look
All
for
right.
things like blue mushrooms and god bugs and whatnot. We can always use more potions. I'm sure they have
Just
some
don't
sort
spend,
of thing.
just about spend 1,000 gold on 1,000 gold on a bunch of peppers. Never let that go.
He just
Shit, where
stares
those
at you,
peppers
Mage.
go? I mean, you could always sell them if you think you're good enough.
Roll my eyes. All right, let's get going, Shaseth.
Yep.
All right. So on a quick shopping thing, on one of the first places you stop at, Gerathor, someone's like, you look like a hunter in the need of a rare item.
You have my attention.
I have this here. As he turns back turns back around and pulls out a gigantic fucking tuna. That's just huge ass belly. He goes, I think you would be interested in something like this. Sets it down on the table in front of him.
A glutton tuna?
No,
You
a
had
gastron.
my curiosity. Now you have my attention.
So he goes, this baby right here, as he's like slapping down on it, is a gastron tuna. If you have a skilled cook, an artisan, if you would, it can be used as a hero's feast.
I don't know what that is.
So, hero's feast is a spell of sexiness. So, let me tell you what it does.
Pretty good stuff.
Can I not actually look it up? You have to actually look it up. So
You can look it up on the.
I can, yeah, I have fucking roll 20. I just typed it wrong. So Hero's Feast is a 6th level conjuration spell. It costs 10 minutes to cast typically. You bring forth a great feast, including a magnificent food and drink. The feast takes 1 hour to consume and disappears at the end of time. And the beneficial effects don't set in until this hour is up. Up to 12 creatures can partake of the feast. A creature that partakes of the feast gains several benefits. The creature is cured of all diseases and poison, becomes immune to poison and being frightened, and makes all wisdom saving throws with advantage. Its hit point maximum also increases by 2d10, and it gains the same number of hit points as well, and it lasts for 24 hours. Advantage of wisdom
the whole
saves.
damage type.
Yeah.
Immunity to poison damage.
And frightened. Can't be frightened.
How much do you want for it?
Yeah. All I'm looking, 1,650 gold. 1,650.
I say vocally.
What did you say, Mage?
So, the Mage goes, what? But at the same time, Mage, give me a nature or like survival check. Let's see how much you could probably sell, how much this would sell for, typically.
You got his nature.
I could do that.
You do too, yeah, you're fine. 13.
Jesus
So,
Christ.
Yeah, right. The one time you roll a 2. So he looks. He looks at you both, and you both look at it like 1650. Honestly, isn't a bad price. Roughly, you know that these things, a 6th level spell scroll in general is expensive as fuck. For the same effects, it's not bad. You could probably sell this alone for 1100. So he's not even asking. He's not pricing it high. He's pricing it at a pretty realistic value. He kind of sits there and just waits for your answer.
I rummage through my bag, and I drop 1400 on the table.
Oh, hold on there,
It's the best that
Gerathor.
I can do.
There's still
I got this. 1400.
Is that really the best you can do?
No.
Give me a deception check.
Yeah, another 2.
Hold on. See here. 20 plus.
Wait, let me help with that deception check so he has advantage.
Okay.
Well, I'm like, hold on there, Gerathor. Let's not spend everything we have right here. Let's see what else is out there first.
Okay.
It's improved.
He goes, I'd be almost losing money at that point. I can't do that. 1650 is a fair price. That's the best I could do for you.
I try to persuade him.
How?
It's like, sir, we're professional hunters.
Yes.
Gastron tuna is something that we ourselves can find with just a little bit extra time.
Yeah.
You have to understand, paying that entire price is more of a waste on ourselves.
Is it worth your time to find one, or just have one at the ready for when you're gonna?
It's easier for us to find it, as I say, like I said, try to do a persuasion check.
The question is it? I gotta look it up.
He doesn't know that.
Sounds like another deception.
I look up two. It might be a deception. That's kind of where I'm trying to see if it actually is possible for you guys to catch one or not at very rare or at this level. Two. So, okay. Okay, there is one place you can get it at. So I'm going to allow it just because of that. So you can give your persuasion.
Can I assist him with that? He does not need it.
He looks at you. Well, how defined? He goes, I mean, there's a lot of professional hunters in this town. It is the capital of the hunter headquarters, so not really that surprising. But I do get your point. Fine. I've had it for a little bit. I'll give it to you for 14.
I push the gold on the table closer to him.
And he picks the tuna up and goes, "Here you go."
I hold it in one arm.
Okay. As you now have a guest from tuna. Shall be cooked. Once it is cooked, as long as your artist doesn't fuck up. I would suggest bardic
I assume
inspiration.
this thing would just hold in purgatory in a bag of holding.
Of course.
Spoil.
Yeah, I'm not gonna work with that. There's no
Just
air for it to decay.
Exactly. Slides into the bag of holding.
Over it was being just I just felt like I was insulted for my cooking.
That happens.
The gods look down on you. So,
I've never been a bad thing. Well, my orc did, but not me.
So as you as they that part, you guys go shopping some more and stuff like that. We see the other two. You are currently in, I believe it was by the docks is where you were informed it was at. So you're still in the merchant district as well. You're in the same area ish.
Yep.
As you go to the warehouse where you were informed that this talent society was at, is what I'm assuming you're doing.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. I give them their knock.
wait for an answer. You sit and you wait for a little bit more. You do it one more time.
Yeah, because we had to do it twice. Forgot about that. I'll do it again.
Yeah. And he goes, all right. And then you have the door opens up. I didn't think we had any deliveries or anybody else coming.
You take forever to answer the door.
Caution. You know that.
Yeah. Let's just keep going.
All right. Let you guys in.
I'll act as the enforcer, but not the talking kind.
Okay. Have you guys ever seen Jingle All the Way?
I have not.
Probably like
That's with
forever and a
Turbo
half
Man,
ago.
right?
Yeah, Turbo Man.
So wait.
Are you
Then
talking
yes,
about the
I have.
backstage?
So we're going into the same exact idea as when Arnold Schwarzenegger goes into the place with all the Santas, where it's a whole entire counterfeit ring basically, and it's a bunch of people dressed up as Santas. In this case, it's a bunch of people in like red Talon like attire, and you see them like packaging boxes of different things. You see a lot of purple vials.
Take a big old smell in. Smells like frenzy in here.
And the guy just looks, shut the fuck.
It's like, don't worry, man. I pull out the file from earlier. I got some too.
I see you already completed your mission. Good.
Yeah, I put it back where I came from.
Goes, he kind of looks and goes, yeah, we're gonna be sending out the rest of these here soon across the entire old world. Hit them all at one time.
Man, they keep spending. They sent me all the way out to the goddamn like Elder Dragon areas. You think they trust me more with that information?
What the fuck villages around an Elder Dragon?
Oh no. You don't understand. We had to go fight off those stupid Fatalis cultist people at the same time because they were trying to take a Lunastra from me.
What?
Yeah, they get to kill it.
Why the fuck were you near a Lunastra or a Fatalis? Like, what the fuck, dude? What'd you do? Give me a deception check at this point.
I would like to do intimidation instead because I am boistering how much more powerful than I am.
No, you're just confusing the fuck out of him.
All right. So the 6 plus 1, so it's a 6.
It's a 1.
It's a disadvantage.
Oh, it's a disadvantage. Okay.
So go ahead.
You don't believe? No, wait. I can fix this. Like, you don't believe me? I pull out the picture.
Right. So you took your vial to a Lunastra that you were supposed to be giving this thing to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely. And then and when you gave it to her, what happened?
Well, here's the picture. I show the picture I show a picture of a dead Teostra.
What the fuck does that have to do with? Oh, you're saying she killed it?
Yeah.
Gotcha. That makes perfect sense with the vial that doesn't work on Elder Dragons or any other creature.
Yeah, it does.
That makes.
I show a picture. I show
sense.
the picture from all the way back of the Kieran.
No. This doesn't.
Yeah.
It only works on people, and you just hear, fellas.
I would before he gets too far, because I could.
Oh, he's not moving. He's standing there. He's just like, fellas, from behind. We got some intruders.
All right. In which case, plan B, I would have used my favorite spell that you keep having a hard time with.
Which is which? I was like, which one?
Pattern.
There is a lot of guys in here. How many does it affect?
Anyone in the cone.
Okay. So I need to find a warehouse now since we just like.
I just rolled really bad.
I knew it. I was waiting for it.
Hey, Mage, you just get a weird tingle of like complete and utter failure down your spine.
Mage is looking at different fucking blue mushrooms, which is in better health and shit when this happens.
Oh, the range is 120 feet. Okay, it's even bigger.
Yes.
The question is, will they all fit in your cone?
For doing math in the room, how many do you think I can fit with a 30-foot
If
cone?
if it's the scene from the movie, no, they will not all fit in that cone.
No, they will not. He is correct.
The scene is in the Discord, by the way.
Okay.
If it's
It's a
moving along
warehouse, so
fine.
it's not that big.
Warehouses are big. It can take 5 minutes to walk across the warehouse.
That's a good movie.
It's not that big, but it's still sizable. All right, let me make
Okay,
up a thing here.
I've been
One.
casually going through like every single CR 15 and 14 monster in
I
between
mean, I
stuff.
kind of assumed.
Same.
I
Have you
can't
checked
find
Patreon ones?
anything yet. Which ones?
Amellwind stuff, and plus Patreon ones.
Yeah, don't forget the Patreon
I
monsters
have
too.
not. I've only done the ones in the book.
The one time I roll really bad with my random bluffs.
Oh, it's also. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, I
Yeah, I
zoomed
don't
out
know
on
why you mentioned
Chromoscope.
the. I'm guessing that you just forgot that the vial implementations that they were meant to be doing it on people. They scrapped the human thing. Or not
I
human,
actually wasn't aware
monster
for
thing.
that one. I thought it completely was that because it could affect Kieran, that we were making sure the other ones didn't get infected.
No, because they poisoned the those neighboring towns. Remember?
I
And
didn't
it was
They
recall.
walked through them.
yeah, and it
It was
was just
basically like
it was spreading.
Yeah, I didn't
It was
recall that at all.
Should be away from
Well, it happened.
size.
There could be a bunch of dead talent society people by the time I'm done here, or other things. Could this be the last day of flight?
Where is?
Still
Oh,
working
that's
on
wrong
trying to
button.
get a.
Wrong button.
Don't forget I have the descending stone.
You might want to send a message to whoever else has it to send some guards to where we are.
This is true.
Size. They fucking change.
I also love how that eminence guy didn't believe me.
Oh, what guy?
The eminence didn't believe me.
Oh.
Does that chain crit work for magic missile?
No, because it's not an attack.
But it says
No. Does not.
I should get the almo drawn tail so I can double my proficiency for tool usage again. I'm actually full on slots of my armor and weapon right now. I gotta upgrade them.
Where's the Almadron one? Is that in somewhere? On the
That's
It's
the
in the main
box
book.
manual.
You might have to update
Is-
your book.
I may, yeah.
Do you think I can react fast enough to ignore a pattern?
Oh no, there it is.
Maybe.
No, because I mean they're aware of what's going on, so it would be an initiative roll. There's no.
Okay.
If it was reaction spell, sure. Otherwise,
especially since it cost all that vocal and somatic nonsense.
I've almost.
Okay.
Yeah, this is good. Let's just move over. I'll adjust the map after.
I will say there's a part you can put in your armor that when you fail a dex save, you can choose to succeed instead at the cost of a ruin.
Vade window.
Yeah,
Yeah.
window.
That sounds pretty good.
Most of the time, I'll make dex save come in the air.
Ooh, Gravio's sleep sack doubles the amount of dice rolled when you cast sleep.
Makes sleep actually worth using.
Yeah, because that would turn my 5d6 into 10d6 if we want to just keep catching monsters.
I mean, sleep spell
Pretty
does
sure there's
not.
a trank thing for that as well. I don't know if it's on the Gravios, but I saw something there that was like an extra 3d8 on trank bombs.
Yeah.
There's also a
It's
good
capture expert.
trinket material that doubles any materials on a hunt, so we can gather for twice the amount.
Oh, wrong way.
Backrat. It's unique.
Go ahead and pull out your tokens, Shaseth and Light. And
I could go for the Almadron tail
why is he?
to make
Who knows? He's green
the
with envy.
mining checks. Wait, with that? You count a mining pick as a tool?
My name pick is not. It's adventuring gear.
Okay. So it's only it's only Mm.
See what else.
It's a good thing I didn't let you go alone.
Like one time I roll bad. The one time.
Gravios Carapace, you have advantage on survival skill checks.
I already
Keep
have
track.
that for Elder Dragons, so it'd just be for non-Elder Dragons.
I think there's also. I think we're in the range where I remember seeing a part where you can bypass the resistances of monsters with your weapon attacks.
Was that's on the Lunastra Mind's Eye or something?
I think so. If not, there was something else.
I think Azure Rathlos has it.
This is the dude you're talking, right?
Yeah, that might be where I saw it.
All right, we have our combat here. Sending stones, I believe, are still in action. Well, just as a heads up, same with message and all that type of fancy things. So, let's
Roll
go ahead
initiative.
and open up the initiative tab. We're gonna roll for some initiative.
Ah, yes, I see. Today's the day of roll lows.
Crit 20.
Nice. This really did feel like the appropriate. Can go all the way depth with like the appropriate description of what's going on.
I was ready.
What is up with everyone rolling up like high ones?
You go. You beat that group, dude. Oh. Okay, I think that's everybody there. There we go. We're good to go. And so we're gonna play some music. I don't have any urban music, so you guys are the basil.
we are crashing their party.
All right, let's make sure it's in the right order. Descending. Shaseth, what's your dex?
9. But I rolled a crit.
No. They get to go first. The little dudes get to go. Because they have a +1. So, let's go ahead and have... So they all go. And they all pull out their swords and shields. A couple pull out light bow guns. As they charge at you.
You best be sure about this.
There. All right. This guy has no line of sight, so he's going to run through his allies to there.
I really hope you have some AoE.
All right. They're blocking the doors as well. So let's go ahead and have them make their shots. So 1, 2, 3. Sword attacks against Shaseth. 1, 2, 3. 22.
That hits.
Yeah. You take 6 slashing damage from one of them. Light bowgun shots from 1, 2, 3. Against those ones will be Shaseth. Well, no, we'll do the sword and shields versus flight next. 1, 2. All right, flight of 20 hits you, correct or no?
Nope. 21 and higher. Sorry, 21 and higher. I think now.
Okay. Then we have the light bowgun shots. That one can't see you guys, so it's just gonna ready in action. That one can hit flight. Hit flight. So 2 on flight. 1, 2, 1. I guess technically it's first shot both times. Wow, those were so close. All right, now the 3 on Shaseth. 1. 21 hits you, correct?
Yes.
2. 20 hits you as well?
Yes.
All right, so those take both of those. Take 3 points of damage. And then the next shots from next one misses. Another one of these misses. Misses. Miss. Oh, that one hits. Plus another 3 more piercing. And that's the end of their turn. Now it's your turn, Shaseth.
Right.
Flight, you have inspiration, by the way. You were just granted it by the chat.
Oh, well, I already had it, but all right.
Oh, use it on this one, and then you can have that one.
All right. Thank you, random chat.
Right. I'm gonna take a advent pill as a bonus action. Raise my AC to 20.
Okay.
Let me just mark that down. I stretch my neck and shoulders, unlimber my greatsword, take a step forward.
Yeah.
I'll say, you shouldn't have done that, and swing at the blue guy.
Shouldn't come here just the 2 of you.
We'll see about that. I'll take a level 2 charge.
All right.
Which should I start with?
Well,
Swing.
this guy's the boss, so we can easily interrogate him if he's
Crit.
stuck here.
It
That's what
starts without-
casually just critting him.
I'm a level 2 smite that.
Okay.
Alrighty, time to turn on things.
Well, as you're...
Assume-
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I would assume that you guys are not calling for us to bring the cavalry.
I have no
I haven't
way
had
of
my
doing
turn
that.
yet.
That's right. Oh,
9
Gotcha.
buttons. That's a lot of dice.
All right, let's minus some HP.
Also, does that 18 also hit?
It does. I was seeing if it had a reaction to parry or not. Because if it had a reaction to parry, I'd parry just to prevent that. But he does not. So it does hit.
Alright, so they're prone and they take a lot of damage.
Yep.
Let's see, 21 plus 76. So 96, 97.
I already minus it off. They're alive. They're severely injured. Like, hey, should have come here all alone. Oh.
Yeah, so,
As they're on the ground. it's like-
day!
so I knocked them to the ground, so I go for the ground stab through them.
Okay.
As a regular swing, it's still at advantage.
Prone. 27
27.
hits.
1 away from a crit. Uh, 45. Why is it 45? I turned that off.
So just a 15 then, correct? Because you didn't smite.
Just 1d8.
The 1d8 is the end of it, so it's a 2. Okay.
Yeah,
17.
that'll
Okay.
finish my turn.
All right, turn comes to a close. It is now veteran's turn. It surrounds Flight over here. This one comes running up the way. There. Here. Runs down here. Actually, I can make it three. It pulls out his longsword. The other one, so 2 long swords, or 2 have heavy bowgun. Longsword against Shaseth first. 9. Against Flight, 24.
Oh, that unfortunately hits.
Yep, and it is definitely 2-handed because that's how fucking longswords work in this. So it'd take 12 slashing. And then actually, I can make more than one. I can make 2 longsword attacks, and then so it's gonna actually make another one against Shaseth, and then Flight again. Make both those miss. So strike the one time through the armor, and then the other heavy bow guns, which they crossbow, is going to be 2 of them, and they're going to be at Shaseth. As you hear the one who's like bleeding profusely, kill him. 1, 2, a crit.
That's a crit.
Take 15 points of piercing damage. As that is the end of their turn, and it is now Flight's turn.
Okay.
Yep.
Gotta check some of my bag real quickly.
Okay.
Because I believe it's time to use this. Yep. Okay.
Let people know.
Just check it. I'm gonna. I look at Shaseth like, all right, gonna use a friend.
Don't forget, you can also use disadvantage on rolls against people attacking you and stuff like that as well for your
Oh
inspiration.
no, I'm using a friend as I pull out my elemental gem, break it, and throw it right here.
Okay, and what's it conjure?
It conjures up a water elemental.
Water.
Oh, yeah, making sure it's the right one.
1 second.
Emerald green. Yep, it makes a water elemental.
Is that an item you're using or a material?
It's an item.
Wow.
I made it a while back and like thought I'd use it during Teostra fight. Never did.
Oh, I already have
And it
one.
takes this turn right after
here?
me.
1 second. Water elemental already exists. Cool. Boop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just throwing it on the spot right here to cover those guys. Is what my intention.
Right here, you mean like that?
One more over. So you're right. Yeah, like around the top of them.
All right. You should turn right immediately after you said.
Making sure right now because it should be right immediately after my turn. Yeah, it should be on my turn. So with the rest of my turn here, I have it go to it, And it's going to do. I had to pull up the stat block for a water elemental.
Here, 1 second. It is now available all players.
Sweet.
So it's got Whelm. Each creature in the elemental space must make a DC 15 strength saving throw, taking 2d8 plus 4 on a failed save. It's restrained, potentially, can't breathe, and it can grapple up to two medium or smaller creatures at a time.
Well, since we're already on top of this guy, he's prone. Might as well smack him some more.
Okay. So you can hit them. They all make the save if they're in the space. So there's 3 of them that are in the space currently.
How does a water elemental not deal cold damage?
Because it's bashing against you. A lot of the water is a lot of bludgeoning.
That's so weird.
All right, so I have to make some strength saves. I got to see. I'm going to put it behind so I can. The back.
It used to do cold. They changed it for 5th edition.
Mm.
Strength. Fuck. Okay, so the big one fails. We have this one. A random Santa. That one succeeds. And that one also succeeds. So 2 of them succeed.
Okay.
On a failure, it takes the bludgeoning damage. If it succeeds on this, if the saving throw is successful, it's pushed out of the elemental space. So these ones are pushed out. And then this one's now grappled, which means it can't stand up. And at the start of each of the elemental's turn, it takes extra damage. So it takes. Go and roll a 2d8 plus 4. That's how much damage it takes.
$14.
Okay, takes 14 points of damage. Okay. And that is going to be its turn. And you can roll a recharge at the end of the.
Oh, I still have mini orc.
True, you have mini orc as well. Go ahead.
Mini orc is going to bless Shaseth with the enhance ability.
Okay.
And give him. Making sure here. Bear's endurance.
Okay. Constitution stuff?
Yep. Roll 2d6.
You do?
You roll 2d6, and that's how much HP you get as bonus.
Oh, cool.
All right, Mini Orc flies back up, and I sit here confident that in my superiority.
All right. It is now these guys' turn. They one comes running that way, this way, passing through this way. Can it make it there? Yeah, it can get on there. All right, they are going to. They don't actually. He's got to find a way in, so he's gonna run through everybody here. Round. One can't shoot anything, so he can't get in. So he's just gonna stay back here. Actually, sees what's going on, and just kind of, he runs out. Like, I'm gonna go get help. And the other ones are going to attack with their dual blades. Each one only has 1 blade out currently. So it's going to make 2 attacks each. So 2 or 4 against Shaseth. 1, 2, 3, 4. You take 9 slashing. Plus, actually, no, you take after that full amount. You take 12 slashing.
The health I just gave you, no.
And then the other one attacks flight twice. 2 both missing. That is their turn. Would Gerathor and Mage please give me a perception check? Okay.
Oh, I gotta roll for the thing.
Does that mean we find a sale?
Yes, there's a sale going on.
Charge.
Fire sale.
Fire. Simple flare fires. So you have as you're kind of walking down to like the next stalls and stuff like that, you see a person with a dagger in hand come running out of a warehouse. you spot on like his sash the symbol of the Talon's side. Because he's just running out of the warehouse. And then you hear the loud sounds of combat as the door then closes. Okay, that's the end of their turn. This thing gets to go almost the top of round. Drow would stand up, but he's currently being suffocated and drowning inside a water level.
I'm staring at him as he's doing it.
So it is going to use a bonus action. Teleport. Out of it, teleports over there. Looks at you. Next time, won't be so easy. Starts
I
running.
wouldn't leave that door.
He runs out the door. He gets to. Let's see, which way is it? Gerathor and Gerathor, roll me a D2. We're gonna see which direction you're at on this warehouse side. So 1. So you're above. I'm gonna roll a D2 as well to see which direction he runs. So he runs in your guys' direction.
Excellent.
I wouldn't have had an opportunity attack, would I?
A misty step, basically, a shadow step.
Right.
So he poofed away. But it's basically running towards Gerathor. Gerathor and Mage, you guys want to put yourselves up here? That is where you're at, and go and roll initiative as you see this bloodied drow just running for his life, blades in hand.
I tell,
Do they
can I
recognize
tell
the wound?
Gerathor mentally to let him go through?
Sorry, I had a quick question, but how could he misty step if he can't verbal?
It's not technically a misty step. It's not the spell. It's shadow step.
Okay, making sure.
Yeah.
Draw stuff.
Yeah, drow stuff. You can just do it. Okay.
What did you want me to do, Mage? Because I'm gonna be up next.
Let him run through as if we're just bystanders. I'll tell him to see where he goes.
All right, I'll go help the rest of them.
Okay. So before though, this is where it gets. Technically, his turn's not over. It's just you guys see him, and you guys are gonna roll initiative. This is the end of the first round.
Yeah.
So he goes. He just watches. He just cuts into his wrist and goes, "They're gonna pay for that." And then he's going to. I need to roll a D100, and hopefully I succeed. So I need a 51 or higher. Gonna pay, and you watch as he begins to draw a symbol on his hand, and then takes 10 points of psychic damage. And just hear like, oh, and he starts just grabbing his head.
Oh, my fucking head!
I just imagine that you roll a 1, you're gonna pay for that. Oh, too deep, and then like just pass out on the ground.
He went too far in the angsty teen
Oh
direction.
man, he did.
Funny if that's
It
all
was
HP he
so
had.
close, so close. He did. He has a little bit more still. He's still good. All right, as he starts, shakes it off as best he can. He's like, "Get out of the way!" As he looks at you, Gerathor and Mage, and a couple other like random people are on the streets. He can't move any further, but that's his turn. Gerathor and Mage both roll. Wow, you guys rolled incredibly. Gerathor, you're up.
Now look at Mage. You sure I should? Seems like a big threat.
It's nothing we can't handle.
I could just knock him unconscious.
Yeah, but him actually heading to a place where there might be more and more information is going to be better off.
I'll just walk up to him and be like, "You're okay, buddy. I had a headache too." And I'll walk.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Now you gotta punch.
And then he pushes you. He attempts to push you. It doesn't work.
Is this dude here still?
Yeah,
hasn't moved?
yeah, as far as he got out of the place as well.
All right. Well, I'm gonna fucking stab him.
Okay. He's looking back like
Ignore the cold or not part.
Oh, do I get to actually do it? Wrong one. No, it doesn't. I was going to, but it only gives him a 17. So he turns, sees, oh no. And you just like break the blade as you stab into him.
It's only the bottom part. It's not the top part.
Okay, so 17. That's the first damage he's taken.
And
A weapon.
on a 19.
All right. 4. So that is not the top damage. Oh, so that is 20 damage. As he is now bloody, you just stab him twice.
I think he's an owl. Oh, that's your owl.
Yeah, I always forget to roll him. I forget he has his own turn.
Have I crit every single Talon higher member so far?
Yes, you have.
It's gone like every single time. It's crit and stab.
So, Gerathor, anything else for your turn?
No.
And you just the guy that you just like walk. He tried to push you. Looks back. Just, all right, Mage, you're up.
So I want to try to blend into the crowd, I guess, if there is a crowd.
There's people. I mean, it's a
Maximum
merchant. Like,
Ezio.
yeah, so there's definitely ability to do that. Also, you're not like heavily armored or anything like that, so you're fairly inconspicuous just out in the open.
I want to try to cast this on him. Right, this is my plan, to cast this on him, so that way if he does somehow teleport, I'll still know where he's at.
Okay, I mean, I think that's fair in this case because he's not really focusing on you as he's turning like Gerathor and getting out of the warehouse.
Probably terrified, in fact, very thankful
Wisdom
that the
save.
spear did not land on him.
Wisdom save, do I? Yeah, I have bonuses. I'm not going to succeed anyways, but I got it. Fuck.
The
And
headache was worse than he thought.
yeah, he's like, oh, it's like, fuck, you push. And then you just hear, oh, he falls down and dies.
Oh, non-lethal. I don't want to kill him.
Ken,
I don't. Yeah, I just don't.
Give
I
him a
don't do a lot of
pounding
effort.
he
don't
passes
think you
out
can-
from the pain. I don't know if you can really
I
non-lethal
don't think
magical
you can
spell.
non-lethal spell.
Let's find
'Cause
out.
I-
I'll Google it.
You can't make a non-lethal fireball.
Yeah, I think only non-lethal.
Yeah, but I
is
feel like Mind
melee.
Spike. I feel like you could do it because it's a mental thing.
Give him an aneurysm.
He's bleeding profusely from
Only
the nose.
melee
but he's-
attacks are able to deal non-lethal damage.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to revivify him, you can do that. Otherwise, technically,
Well, can I just not cast it? Because I didn't want to kill him.
I mean,
'Cause if I couldn't do non-lethal, I wasn't gonna do it. But it's your call on this point.
You know how much HP he
I
has
feel
now?
like this is one of those ones where, like, had he been slightly higher, it'd been fine. It just happened to be that he had 12 HP. So had he not damaged himself, that 10 damage, it would have worked. And he'd been fine.
I should have done level 3 charge.
So I think in this case, technically, he does die. There's plenty of
I
other
got
people.
1 minute to go revive him.
Yeah, you still have a minute to revive him if you want to revive him.
If you want to spend that much money.
I already have a gem on me.
That 300 gold pieces. Ugh, so
I
much
turned
money.
back. Ooh, that was a really bad headache.
I'll just go up to him and
Take-
I'll just give him a potion, right? Does that work?
I mean, I will. Typically, they die, but yeah, I'll allow it if you want to try to do the kind of a death save. I'll allow it.
Yeah. Then I'll just pick him up.
Okay, you'll do it next turn though because you already used your action.
All right.
And there's no way he's gonna unless someone else attacks him 3 more times or 2 more times. You'll be able to.
I mean, you could just try a healing check, and then get him at
It's
0.
still an action either
Still
way.
an action.
Yeah, but I won't wake him up.
Or you know what?
Stabilize
So I can move it forward. I'll just bonus action Mind Spike with Quicken Spell, and then have my action to pick him up.
Like with the potion, or are you trying to stabilize him with the medicine?
With the straight up potion, pick him up.
Okay.
It'd be like as if I'm just a wandering person who saw him faint on the ground. I'm like, hey man, you're not looking so good. Are you all right? As I give him a potion to.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your 2d4 plus 2. He's got 7 HP. He's now undead. As he's just like, get off me! And just tries to push you away, is what he's trying to do.
Ungrateful.
Yeah. And I'll willingly be like, oh, and fall down to the side.
And that'll be his action to do that on next turn. Because technically, kind of have him grappled as you're like holding him, getting him up and stuff. All right, so Shaseth is up though.
Hey, Shaseth, wouldn't
Right.
you think it's a good idea to wouldn't you think it's a good idea for them to surrender if their leader ran away that quickly?
I mean, that would be nice, but I could have some fun here.
Well, by all means, if they don't want to surrender, that just means they die.
Yeah. I don't think I want them getting away either, so I'm gonna cast Spirit Shroud as a bonus action. Anybody within 10 feet of me also loses 10 feet of movement,
Okay.
so it's harder to get away from me. And I do an extra D8 damage of, let's say, Radiant.
Okay.
This is an anti-heal one. Let's see. Who's looking low?
Dude, I can't see half their HPs right now, so yes.
None of them have been hit yet.
All the bars just cover each other up.
None of the people around you have been hit yet.
Alright, I'll hit the guy right in front of me.
Okay.
Let's go regular swing. I don't need to do a great sword charge.
Okay. $24 hits.
Alright. Let me add on this extra D8. I'll just do this instead.
18. Okay.
Oh wow.
Boop.
Minimal damage. I'll swing again.
Hits.
There you go.
He is looking bloodied.
That'll be in my turn.
Okay, now their turn, and you hear one of them hold them all down as they the ones around you are going to try to grapple you guys. So I need Shaseth, please make me at least initially 2 athletics checks or acrobatics, which I'm definitely going to beat you on 100%.
Beat a 15. I rolled a 6.
Maybe I got a low chance, but there's a chance. Nope. So those ones fail. Flight, please make me an athletics or acrobatics check. You are
That
lucky.
guy just pushed off with his face like, no.
You just push them off. The other ones are going to fire at you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 shots. 3 on each, which will be 6 on each. So Shaseth first. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, none of those hit. Flight. 1, 2, 1, 2. 21 hits, right?
Yep.
Okay, done.
Does it have disadvantage because there's a person in front of me?
No.
Yeah,
That
making
will.
sure.
Technically, you would have cover though. You have partial cover because of it, so it misses.
Okay.
You'd have like an extra 2 AC, I think. Then we have
That's what I
1, 2. All right, they all miss.
Don't you have to roll a con for that elemental?
If I get hit.
Oh, you haven't got held, man.
Yeah. It's really hard to hit him, especially with these low tier fucking NPCs. But that is the reason they are currently cannon fodder, as the veterans get to go. Longsword attacks.
Be
All right.
violent.
This is going to be 2 longswords against flight. 24 hits.
Yeah.
Take 9 slashing. And then
Or
make that con save. Okay, you succeed. 2 against Shaseth. 1, 2. 20 hits Shaseth.
Yep.
For 8. Surely just up. Those. And then 2 heavy bow gun. They actually no, they're gonna pull out. They drop their heavy bow guns, pull out their long swords, and check the water elemental.
Is the con save to maintain
Concentration.
domination over it?
It can, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. It's domination.
Yeah.
I made my con save too.
It's either the con save or after a minute, right?
After
Or
an
just-
hour.
Okay, so
Oh,
water
casting.
elemental
Oh, I'm
has
looking at the actual
14
spell.
AC.
Casting takes a minute.
All those hit the water elemental. 1, 2.
It does have resistance though.
Fancy.
It does. Good to point out. All right, I'm gonna image math here then. So technically it's 6, 7, 8, 9. Divided by 2. 15 points of damage total. Would have been 30. All right. Veteran is now done. Kahootie.
Cootie is just gonna fly up on the corner of this building.
Okay.
Keep an eye out on those alleyways.
Yeah, okay. Oh, Hoodie's accept. Okay, water elemental. Did you roll for its recharge, by the way?
Yeah, I did. I got a 4. It recharged.
No, it's a recharge on a 5/6, isn't it?
It's
It's a 4/6.
4.56.
Holy shit. All right. Well, it is your turn.
Well, so it can move through enemy spaces as small as an inch. So
Yeah, it can move anywhere.
yeah. 1, 2, 3. No.
You can go up over here.
My trinket is immune to fire right
Yeah.
But are you
So-
immune to fire?
It'll take the attack opportunities for these guys, not
Yeah.
giving a care, and come over here, and then we'll do it special again.
One of those hits, so it takes 3 points of slashing when I minus it. And then I'll make my
Sure.
strength save. Hold on. Success on the veteran, so he gets pushed out. Poach. Those both fail. So they take 15 points of damage as you murder that poacher and this poacher. Because they're just like swallowed up and it's tossed aside into boxes. Little tiny bits of glass and purple begin to spill out of their hand.
Okay. Well, so am I able to squeeze go past someone if that go right here? Like some past this guy and
No.
he gets attack opportunity? No. Okay, making sure.
I mean, technically, you could technically go this way. Would that be the only
Yeah,
way
I'll
to
do
do
that.
it? That means that's going to be 2 attack of opportunity, or 3 attack of opportunity, 4 attack of opportunity.
1, 2, 3.
Left one,
yeah,
left
I'll
the
do
shots
that.
at. Making sure. Poachers are going to make attack. Or, yeah. 2, 23 hit. 4, 7. And go and make me con save for the maintaining concentration.
Yep.
And then, actually, there's one more of those that make attack. That one misses. And then we have the veteran that also strikes you. Let's see. So you got hit one.
Okay. With my actual turn, I'm going to use cast lightning bolt down that middle lane there.
Ooh, nice. Okay, deck saves for me. Not even going to bother deck saving for this dude 'cause he's dead. Successes on those two. So veteran fails. They both succeed.
22 points of lightning.
2, 11. And then one guy in the back dies.
The mini orc flies and gives me will give me my own ability.
Okay.
So I will roll 2d6 and see what HP I get.
So that means Shaseth loses his. Was it temporary
He lost
HP?
earlier.
Is it temporary HP or max?
It was temporary HP.
Okay. Want to make sure we clarify that.
So I'll get 10.
Okay. On flight, that was your turn. You're done then, correct?
Yep.
All right. Yeah. So the one that was unconscious that Mage brought up is now pushing you off, Mage. It's his action. Since you're letting him do it, I'm not gonna have him do a pose check. He's gonna stand up and he's gonna move. Okay. Get to there. Going to bonus action. Probably been better just bonus, but whatever. That's as far as he gets. Captain's turns. They're all going to try to also grab onto you. So 2 on Shaseth. The one's out there. He's going to run. Fuck this.
No, stop. Come back.
Did he try to leave my range?
No, that one tries to leave Gerathor's range. Or does leave Gerathor's range.
Nope.
Just barely hits. He is still
Wait, why isn't that
alive.
that should be a crit?
You rolled
An 18.
You're the 14.
Oh, I bet you.
Oh,
I bet. I know. I know.
No, I didn't.
I think I know what happened. So
I
on your
swear I did crit
macros,
range edit it. Yeah, crit range 18. Or am I counting wrong?
No,
You
it's
rolled
a
a
It is a
14.
14. Yeah, it's a 14. If you look down at the bottom, 14 plus 5 plus 4 plus 4.
Oh, that's what I'm looking at. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It works out the line for the 18 is what you were looking at, yeah. So he does
Yeah, so
not
it's-
die.
1d20 crit strike greater than 18.
So yeah, you stab him in the back, and he's like in the back of his leg, and he's like limping further along, like just bleeding heavily as you hit an artery. But he's still alive.
Do you have Sentinel?
You did it one. Long time ago.
No, I thought about having it.
I thought it was pre-campaign or something. Like story.
No, we had an
Heavy.
age and a half ago.
Because
Maybe
heavy
had
and
a,
heavy
level
and someone
20.
else had it. Two people had it.
I
Yeah.
think Whistle.
No, it wasn't. I mean, he's playing a rogue.
Hmm.
Okay.
Eris, maybe?
No, he doesn't have it either. I'm not sure.
Oh.
Honestly, Sentinel hasn't come up in forever, which I'm super happy about.
I was thinking about it. I chose something else instead.
All right, so that one run. These are gonna try to grapple you. Shaseth, do athletics, please.
Yep.
First one succeeds. I'm doing something different though. Ooh, I actually have a bonus on this. Right. No, that's the wrong character.
Oh no, an 11.
18. You're grappled on the first one, and as you are, the other one's going to use an action, try to open your mouth and pour one of these potions down your throat, which is the same thing. Opposed athletics. It pops the top. Got to beat a 23.
23.
Cool. All I have to do is crit. That would have been good otherwise. So yeah, it does. And as you as he pours it and tries to get you to drink it, you just kind of fight it off, and you end up smacking the vial, and it goes
John
flying off
Russell.
the side and just breaks. So he
Trying to
doesn't.
pour things down a snake's mouth? That's dumb.
The other one grabs flight. Flight opposed athletics.
Okay.
All right, flight. You are also
I
grappled.
will +5.
Okay, you are not grappled.
I will not be touched.
Kick them off you. That is their turn. Gerathor, you're up. The doors are closed. They pull
I
out.
recall that the door open. Okay, pulls out.
There's still a dude down there who's alive.
Yeah.
That's a safety thing. You got to make sure that they always go outwards, because inwards, and people can get crushed up against them.
People be dumb when they panic.
I am going to walk up to the door.
Okay.
And pull the door open.
Okay, dude's not facing you. He hears it. He turns around. Fuck.
Here's Johnny. As I jump through him, kind of just like
Literally.
thrusting the spear through him as I'm quick jumping.
No reroll.
I imagine it's just like the polearm, the Encyclave stabs him, and he's just like kind of like flailing backwards as you're just like taking him with you as you're jumping.
15. Wait, what the fuck? Why did my damage not roll?
I mean, I see lots of damage. Hit 24.
I don't see it in the code or not.
It's highlighted.
It's just blank for me.
Yeah, cold.
Highlight it. It's 24.
Ah, it's in white. Why is it white?
Dark mode. Fucked up, guys. Just saying.
Oh yeah,
But
that's
it worked
weird.
in the other
now.
ones.
It's not perfect. It
Man,
never is.
not perfect understate. The reason I'm not using it right.
Mm.
I'll have a fix for it
Yeah,
later.
it does not. He does not survive as you just pulled with you, and you just kind of like just toss him off your spear in the place that you end at. The other one was
Which,
like, "Oh fuck!"
hold on. Technically, be an extra 5 feet,
Nice.
and I am going to also stab this guy.
Okay. That is a hit. As you stab through him as well. As he drops the vial in hand, crashes on the. Okay, Gerathor, it's your turn.
Yep.
All right, is Mage's turn.
I'm gonna begin to tail him, moving all stealth-like.
Wait, no witnesses.
Do you firebolt the one behind you?
Yeah, that's what I was hoping Mage would do.
Oh, I didn't even notice he left.
Limping
Yeah.
away.
Or I move.
Don't miss.
You don't miss with Eldritch Blast. They have 3 chances.
Magic missile.
Ho, ho, ho.
Like
Oh,
that.
I don't miss.
they all miss.
They all miss.
You can bonus action it.
I could, but
He's stuck. Like, oh fuck, limping away, like still trying to go.
You're just giving him false hope. He should end his life so he can like go to the afterlife.
He's
knowing
getting ready
failed.
to turn around that corner and get out of line of sight.
fine.
This is line of sight right here.
I'll bonus action Eldritch Blast.
Mm-hmm. He goes. He's like,
Oh,
no.
wow.
And he tries to slice it, like to slice with the Eldritch Blast, and it does slice, but both sides still just hit him as he goes down. Dead. Poor little guy. Okay.
No
You can keep
witnesses
a
to
good
the
action.
chaos.
I think at this point is when from the other side in pops through the doors just literally just explode inwards. Everybody kind of falls back, except for of course you guys because you are dealt with much heavier blows as a bunch of guild knights start to swarm the place.
Shut up. They're Talent Society.
Shut up, everybody! Get on the ground! Literally, this person's massive hammer comes just walking in after the person he's just like yelling. Put down your weapons, and it'll be a swift death.
Wouldn't you say or?
Did I stutter? Also, if you would please step back, sir.
Yeah.
Oh, by all means.
They see your symbols and stuff. They're quite aware.
I'll keep my guard up, but I'll step back.
Yeah.
Through the water elemental.
And then yeah, it's like the Homer Simpson through the water elemental. But
Get a
so
free bath.
as you washes off all the blood. It's nice.
Yeah.
She does.
Clean.
She do this every time. So, just in the same sense, speeding up. They like fuck you, and you guys fight them. They fight them. There's no way these guys are gonna survive, at all. Any of them. The one Mage continues to tail the one that continues off. Mage, you follow him to the edge of Dundorma, unless you wish to follow further. As it seems like he's leaving the town.
Yes.
You're gonna continue to follow.
Yep.
Okay. The Mage is nowhere to be seen as this fight eventually comes to a close. And that is where we're gonna leave it off for this session, as we're gonna figure out experience and other things.
You'll know where he is for a whole hour.
Yeah. I know.
Mage also has my sending stone, so I can contact him whenever.
It's true.
They should take a few alive so I can zone of truth them.
They do.
I was gonna try to take him, like majority of them alive to get as much questions as possible, but I
There's
failed. Bad roll.
They got me
no
down
mercy.
to 2/3 HP.
Yeah, some experience. You guys would have killed them all, so I'm experience for all of them.
Do I get experience for the water elemental?
No.
You
He's
made
your
it. You don't get
buddy.
At the before his time expires, I let him into the water and sent him back to where he came from.
And these ones. And fuck.
I'm not drinking water elemental. There's been people who died in there.
Sure. That's the flavor. It's like a
Mhm.
meal
The
flavor.
flavor of life.
fruit punch. If
I'm
you get a bunch of
thinking-
frenzy virals, put them in the water elemental. Now it's a
Who
frenzy
says
elemental.
he's not currently a frenzied elemental? Because he's they dropped him and they shattered, so therefore he probably just absorbed them on the way over.
See? That's cool.
That's fine. You just sent the frenzy virus to the plane of the water elemental plane. Perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if we already know that, we can't send those there.
Oh, I got
Oh,
a bot.
Me.
how dare they be a bad? That would be a bot in our world. So, how do I mark down I have 2 inspiration still? Because I didn't get a chance to use it.
I think you only ever have one.
You only get one.
You, Andrew?
Because I was given one. Did you mind if I use the inspiration from earlier for when I use my cutting my flash of genius? So it doesn't go to waste.
It gives advantage, not point or plus.
Well, the advantage would have passed anyways. It was 22.
No.
No? Okay. Well, it phases off into the ether.
So, for today's session, actually, experience-wise, I guess you did break up. Oh, I forgot the big. Hold on.
Social encounters. This was a social encounter.
Your
with
social,
violence.
you got a very big reward for your social encounters. I'm not giving experience outside of the for the immenseness stuff, just because of I guess you get to pick a material. Consider that your reward for that case on that one. But I forgot to add in the one that ran away just now, that Mage's following experience. Then
Does that material get slotted now or later?
it's when you guys
backstory.
put it in. You can put it in during. Could have put it in during the launch.
Gerathor backstory experience.
There's Gerathor backstory stuff going.
I am possessed. Are you going to force me to become a warlock?
Yes, you're now a warlock, sir. All dragoon levels, warlocks.
I can work with that.
Such a downgrade.
Right. If you ever want a panic attack, let me know, and I'll just cast. Just go first.
Curse.
We are not doing get help.
Are you sure? Like enough trauma, and I could probably turn you into an actual Latreon.
He's hurt. Get help.
So today's experience is 2,906.
And 6.
2906.
We just got a nice even number.
Yeah.
Shrinking at 4.
No,
Like,
you guys can lose 6. That's fine. You guys get 2,900.
it doesn't like the
It doesn't like commas.
yeah.
And then when you guys choose what material you're gonna you choose, just put it in the Nergigantes chat so I know.
Yeah, I chose the Fulgur Anjanath. The thingy.
I'm trying to decide.
I'm torn.
Well, you guys
I'm
got
finally confused.
2 weeks to decide.
I have so many tabs open right now of
Yeah,
different CR
mine's a little
monsters.
bit easier than y'all. I'm so limited, so it's like, all right, yeah, here you go.
There's so many nice things on Amellwind.
Don't forget about the green Nagakuga as well. CR14.
I don't have that one, so
It's a brand new one.
It's a Patreon one. It
Yeah.
has fast charge plus. I don't know if that's good for you or not.
Extra
Maybe.
charges, I think you start with.
It's 2 charges when you roll your initiative.
I already have that from Kushala.
Well,
There was, I think Azure Raphos gave focus where I could use my bonus action to grab myself a stack.
I mean,
what
at
part
the
did I
worst,
get for the water
guys,
missile?
at the worst, you can get the honey of like jar thing from the baby or the young Arzers. Once a week, you get a jar of honey.
Oh no, I'm gonna make Amel regret this.
I already do regret it. You don't have to make me regret it.
So I have to decide between the Golden Muck or the Almudron Claw. Do I want to have a +3 AC or to double the resources we can gather?
The +3
So-
AC is the one where you take damage that the AC is reduced, right?
Yeah.
By one.
Yeah.
And it
Double
refreshes after long
resources.
rest.
Double resources.
One of us should get that because I think it's party exclusive.
Mm-hmm.
Like we couldn't double it because it
Correct.
applies to all of us.
I'm pretty sure I'll be the one picking that up since you guys all need to worry more about damage and such.
Oh boy. Put that on a trinket and then put the Atal Ka thing in your armor. Quadruple resources.
What do you mean a mini orc is the resource generator?
I'm gonna strip mine this place.
I know there's also that part that you get 1d4 extra plants whenever you gather for plants.
Botanist plus.
Mm-hmm.
We need to find Geologist plus on something.
I don't know if Geologist Plus list exists.
It doesn't.
I mean, it's just bones, though. It's not much to get. The plants are consumed so much more on the alchemies on the combo table than bones.
Yeah, I'm good with that. So yeah, I'll pick up the pack rat, the Almudron Claw.
You will?
Yeah, because then you guys need those other parts more than I do, and I'm already stuffed on everything else.
All right.
Until I upgrade my armor or weapon, I can't. I have no more room to put on things.
Amellwind Claw also has evade window.
Yeah, but I'd rather get the extra materials
Craft so many
because
things.
materials.
Yeah.
Another one
I'm
is
wondering if I should just go for like an immunity to damage, X damage.
There
Like-
there is a single material that makes you resistant to thunder and lightning. I think the chaotic Kezu.
Yeah, and
I got that
I've
one.
currently
There's
I've
one that
currently
gives you
got
3 resistances.
thunder. I think I've got lightning and poison resistance currently, on top of fire, cold, and maybe one other, or at least those 4.
I'm immune to fire, but that's it.
I resist nothing.
I think I'll
I
take
could
the golden bucket.
also just go for. I'm hasted all the time, so evasion isn't as good. I mean, at worst case scenario, I just take the green Nagakuga Fang, so I do an extra D8 of slashing instead of D6.
There's also the pink Raytheon plate, which is pretty good.
I don't know if I have that.
There's no limit to how much it works. When you hit a creature with the weapon, make a DC 14 con save or they're poisoned to the end of their next turn.
So, for those watching, I'm not sure who else is out here. Andrew, thanks for hanging out. We'll make sure he uses the inspiration. Other than that, I will be back in 2 hours for Group B and their run, as they are in a completely different spot, dealing with some new crazy ass shit as well. So I'll be excited to see what happens over there. And yeah, then this game will continue up on the 20th. Is our next game. Yep, the 20th will be when we're back for Black Nergigantes to see what happens after all this. So we'll see you then.
See ya.